Chiropractic treatments featuring ART therapies in media. We get to the root of the problem. Here are tonight's internet announcers, the voices of the Strath Panthers, Brian Carroll, Pete Fulgenetti, Andrew Kaufman, and Mike Mayer.
Well, Sunday afternoon, I had a handful of relatives over, which included my 3-year-old niece. She's learning lots of things at age 3, one of them being how to share. Sharing sometimes feels good. Sharing sometimes feels less good. And when you think back to last football season, Strath did everything they could and should have on the field, running the table through the regular season, but still had to share the Central League title as they and Garnet Valley never got together, with Garnet Valley finishing the season undefeated as well. So the Central League last year had co-champions. Last Friday night, the Panthers took a huge step in maybe not needing to share this year, as they've gone to 7-0 overall, 6-0 in the league, the last remaining undefeated team here in the Central as Week 8 begins. In the meantime, though, one loss is all that sits in the loss column for tonight's opponent, Marple Newtown. Springfield can say the same. Garnet Valley can say the same. So the Central League supremacy here in 2023 still has very much yet to be determined. Good evening, everybody. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play here at George L. King Field tonight for a huge matchup between the 7-0 Strath Panthers and 6-1 Marple Newtown Tigers. Strath atop the Central at the moment, but looking to jump in right next to them are Chris Gicking's Tigers, who are on a 3-game win streak of their own. The Tigers started the season 3-0, ran into a tough Springfield team, got shut out, and then have won every game since, so coming in hot with offensive firepower galore. The Panthers, well, they've done everything they should as well. Lots and lots of close games, and last week no exception, coming down to the final possession in a 28-19 victory over Garnet Valley to snap Garnet Valley's win streak that dated back to October 2017 in the Central League. So, big one tonight, Mike, and this is a game where we have all sorts of implications, Central League-wise, District 1 5A playoff-wise, and frankly, bragging rights-wise. Both these teams, there's a healthy sense of competition here, as year after year, these have typically been close games, and, these kids are going to play hard tonight.
There's no doubt about it, and of course, which makes it so interesting, we knew that Garnet Valley would be the most likely team to beat. You never know about the other ones, but Garnet Valley's pretty consistent. But then Marple Newtown has made a tremendous run. They're 6-1. So, if they were, 3-3 or, 3-4 or 4-3, then this game would be, something you have to play and you want to do well because you want to stay high in the standings. But at the end of the day, the reality is that with Marple being 6-1, they want to put us into a 7-1 situation. So they can be 7-1, and then they'll be tied for first place. And, of course, Garnet Valley sitting there 7-1 in the league. Of course, I'm giving you overall numbers as opposed to league titles, but it would be a potential 3-way tie. So this is a huge game for Marple to try to capture the Central League. And because Haven has so many wins, this is a huge thing for them for their district seedings, because they'll get big bonus points. It's developed, and, of course, you don't know this in the beginning of the season, but it's developed into – like last week was the game of the week. This is absolutely, again, the game of the week. Big ramifications depending on how, the winners and losers are.
And sitting right there next to them, the Springfield Cougars, who Strath knocked off in a last-minute victory back in Week 2. That feels like forever ago, but Springfield hasn't lost since. And if you looked at our prognostications earlier today that we posted on the website, again, those are just prognostications. They're probably wrong as it shakes out, but we like to have a little fun with it and give people at least an idea of who's still in contention for a potential home game in the playoffs. So Springfield is right there neck and neck with the Tigers and Panthers, and I would guess likely, if they play well, likely to win out here in the regular season as well. Conestoga hosting Garnet Valley tonight. That's another huge game in the Central League. We'll try to keep you posted on scores up there, but in the meantime, Strath at 7-0 comes in just doing everything it's needed to keep things going. With the exception of the 54-7 win over Radnor, every game has been either extraordinarily close or needing a comeback victory, or just maybe a comfortable win. There's been very few blowouts, whereas Marple, on the other hand, maybe with to some degree a different level of competition in the early season. In the meantime, they're piling up points galore. In offense, it's averaging almost 37 points per game. They have a 3-year starter at quarterback in Dave Bertolini.
It's really good.
Two talented running backs, so I would expect the Tigers will complete some passes tonight. The Panthers just have to tackle well. This is a team, everybody talked about that Springfield game where Cougars shut them out 22-0, and it was an impressive, dominating performance to some degree. And then you look up at the end of the day, and Springfield averaged only 3.7 yards per carry. But in the meantime, there's a fired up bunch of young men making their way out onto the field with their black jerseys, black helmet, black pants with silver helmets and white numerals on the front and back. Thanks to our friend Tony Jester down on the sideline with the sideline cam tonight. Mike Clancy upstairs with the wide-angle camera that you'll see most of the evening. Joined also, of course, by Pete Fulgenetti. We'll hear from him at halftime with helping with the stats and spotting, and Andrew Kaufman doing more of the same as well. So we're thrilled you're here with us, either live or on the archive. And the Panthers trying to stretch this season's record to 8-0, and we'll see what happens, Mike. But I would expect another tight game.
Well, I would expect a tight game as well. I don't think I'm just going to blow this one out. But I think the real important thing for the Panthers is they have unusually been a team that has been shooting themselves in the foot in the red zone down by the 20, within the 20. They'll have a 5-yard motion penalty. They'll fumble the snap and then have to recover it and lose the down. They'll, just variety of problems. It's very unlike a Strath Haven team. They have overcome it during the season. They've managed to win anyway. Good for them. But this is not the game like the game against Gardner Valley last week, which they had some errors. This is not a game you want to make mistakes against Marple Newtown, because they will take advantage of everything you're going to give them.
Well, Marple Newtown, again, Chris Kicking in his 10th year as head coach already. He's won almost 2/3 of his games. Last Central League title for Marple's going back quite a ways now. I think it was 2016 where they were three-way. It was a three-way tie for the Central League title that year. But lost to Chester in the first round of the playoffs last year, coming off a 6-6 record. But took some lumps last year, knowing full well that they'd have a lot more experience to play with this year. They were young last year. Many of them have grown into second- and third-year starters as juniors and seniors this year. So this is a year that the Marple side is expecting, big things. Is expecting a much deeper playoff run, and perhaps if they take care of business tonight and at home against Garnet Valley next week, perhaps could share the Central League title. Right. So again, this is lots to play for on both sides of the field at the moment. Waiting for Marple Newtown to make their way out onto the field.
They're having a meeting.
They're talking things over in the end zone to our left, the west end zone, in their road whites tonight. Bright orange helmets, black numerals on the front and back. So we'll get started here momentarily. It is, we came on the air tonight just a few minutes after we had 700-plus student musicians on the field at the same time. One of our favorite nights of the year, a combined band night where the high school and Strath Haven Middle School bands get together, belted out two beautiful songs, and we'll have more from the band at halftime.
I can play it, but you won't be able to. Oh, yeah, I can. Let me just play it for you.
Well, here you
go.
You got a replay of. Oh, there you go. You can at least
can't hear it.
You can't hear it, but you can at least see what that looked like. Our friend Matt Smith over at the Daily Times. Delaware County Daily Times put out a tweet. He said, "What is going on at Strath Haven tonight? There's like 1.5 million people here." Probably a little short of that, but yep. Boy, it's a crowded, fun evening, and just absolutely fantastic weather for what should be a terrific football game. Captains are meeting at midfield for the Panthers. Number 6 is Jake Kitchen, your quarterback and punter. 77, Bill Brown, your offensive tackle. 44, Sean Henry, inside linebacker. And next to him, number 20, fellow linebacker and running back, Marco Kaufman. For the Tigers, big 56 over there is a 3-year starter Andrew Curlin, he'll play right tackle for the Tigers. Number 57 is McGowan. I'm sorry, didn't have his first name for a minute. I'm trying to read many numbers at once, but Jake McGowan out there as well for the Tigers, along with number 10, Dave Bertolini. He, as we mentioned, is your quarterback. He is completing about 2/3 of his passes on the year, and number 50 is linebacker Jason Bennett, and offensive lineman as well. So some talent over on the far sideline for sure. Some talent right here on the near sideline with the Panthers so far at 7-0. We will come back in just a few moments for the tail end of the Star-Spangled Banner and the opening kickoff. Week 8 high school football action ready to rock and roll here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Booyah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on Haven Football.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
That's the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by the Strath Haven Marching Band, and terrific job as always. Band director Nick Pignataro, we saw him pre-game, and we'll hear from them again at halftime on what should be just a fantastic night and a terrific atmosphere. Crowds filling up the home stands very, very quickly here. A little sparse over on the far sideline, but wouldn't surprise me if people trickled in here trying to find parking as we speak here. Strath Haven will receive the opening kickoff. They'll want the football, try to get that offense cooking for head coach Kevin Clancy. Panthers offense comes in averaging almost 28 points per game, and we'll get to the starters momentarily. Ready to tee it up and kick it away for the Tigers is your junior kicker, Ryder Halabinski. He has it right on the X in the middle of the field. Makai Clark, James Fisher, and Marco Kaufman await the kickoff. Tigers at 6-1, looking to knock off Strath Haven for just the second time in the last 7 years. And it starts week 8 right now. Palabinski approaches, and an end-over-end kickoff. It'll come down to Fisher on the run at the 17-yard line. Up the left hash with some running room, runs into Aiden Curran across the 30-yard line, and the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 33. Strath Haven offense tonight led by senior quarterback Jake Kitchen. Shane Green is your fullback. Marco Kaufman and James Fisher is your halfbacks. We'll see Makai Clark at halfback as well, along with Vince Hales at fullback from time to time. Tight ends Cole Miller and Alexi Gustafson. Carter Law is your center. Gavin Pilson and Jackson Jeremiah are your guards. Will Luthold and Billy Brown are your bookend tackles. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Wing T look with 2 tight ends. From the 33, the give is to Shane Green. A little bit of running room, closes quickly, gain of maybe a yard. Maybe a yard as the Tigers crash in a hurry. Tiger defense up front, you've got Jake McGowan, Eric Janda, Jacob Eck, and Luke Moyer. You're down 4. Outside backers, Lou DeLuzio and Bobby Knapp. Jason Bennett on the inside. Corners are Paul DeFrucio and Trey Savior. Brian Box and Brett Wolski are your safeties. Looking at years past, and film from earlier games, wouldn't shock me to see 8, 9, maybe 10 men in the box for the Tigers, and that's where we are on 2nd and 9. Give us to James Fisher. He'll bang his way out near the 39, bringing up 3rd down and about 5. So Fisher, your leading rusher for the Panthers in terms of total yards on the season and average per carry. Actually mark it back to 38. It'll be 3rd and 6. So big play already here for the Panthers. They check Sean Henry into the game at tight end in place of Alexi Gustafson. Tigers would love a 3 and out here to start things. 10:47 to play here in the opening quarter. Just the 3rd play from scrimmage upcoming. Henry split to the near side. Trey Savior matches up with him. They go toss to the near side. Fisher looking for room, not finding much. He'll get a yard, and that's it. Not much doing, and the Panthers probably going to need to come up with something to loosen up the 9, 10, 11 men in the box for the Tigers. But they'll have to wait for the next possession for that. Fisher for just a yard, turns it to 4th down and 5. Brett Wolski awaits the punt from Jake Kitchen. Wolski, dangerous returner, and speaking of, there's Brian Box next to him. 12 men on the field here at the moment, and now they run another man on. Okay, let's see. High punt from Kitchen. Takes a hop, looking for it, scramble, and I don't know if that hit a Marple Newtown player or not. We'll see. A flag came in, but I think, let's see who's recovered. All right, Marple Newtown has recovered, but is there a flag? Marple Newtown ran one man off and ran another one on. Was that the 11th man or the 12th man? It's hard to say. All right, while the officials sort things out, why don't we go to the Marple Newtown offense. Dave Bertolini is your quarterback. Running backs are Brian Box and Brett Wolski. Wide receivers, Alex Gillen, Joey Yukenovich, and Paul DeFrucio. Your centers, Brett Cowan. Guards, Jason Bennett and Eric Janda. Jake McGowan and Andrew Curlin are your tackles. Now, the officials will talk things over here. And look, that's 4th and 6. If it's a 5-yard penalty, turns it to 4th and 1 maybe if there's a penalty.
And where it took place.
Well, it's telling that they've not moved the chains over on that far sideline yet.
That's true. So we're going to mark it as a...
We're going to wait and see here. If this turns it into 4th and 1 for too many men on the field, this 4th and 1, it may be decision time for Coach Clancy to say, hey, we're not punting it away. We're going to go. But officials trying to sort it out. All right. We'll wait the signal from your referee. Illegal substitution is the call. And
you should go over again. You should get the penalty.
I think they're going to make them kick it again. Yeah, I would think this will turn it to 4th down and just a yard. All right, so the Panthers, 4th and 1, may get the offense right back on the field. Yeah, here comes Gavin Pilson. Here comes Will Luthold. And a costly penalty here for Marple Newtown, perhaps. Instead of taking the football near their own 35-yard line, it's now 4th and 1 for Strathaven. And 4th and 1, and the Panthers will go for it. So the Tigers needing a big-time stop here on 4th and 1. The Panthers with some early, oh, no, wow. This is a 10-yard penalty.
Ooh, 1st down.
Or 15?
What?
They marked off 15. All right.
I don't know what the call is.
Penalty? Okay,
the hands behind the head is.
Yeah, illegal substitution.
But that's a 15-yard penalty?
Evidently. At the moment. All right. Yeah, they'll move the chains. Panthers benefit greatly there. I thought it was a 5-yard variety. Apparently,
yeah.
They've marched off 15, and Chris Kicking over on the far sideline needs an explanation. And
I would think so.
We kind of need one, too.
Yeah.
But if that's a 15-yard penalty, then the Panthers are in business 1st and 10 in Marple Newtown territory. 9:56 to play here in the opening quarter. So either way, they are moving the chains. And Strathaven will take over first down and 10 at the 46. All right, illegal substitution. I wonder if it's a timing issue, too. They ran a player on as the ball was in the air.
Yeah, I don't know.
May have been an issue. All right, well, costly mistake there for the Tigers. Panthers with new life now at the 46-yard line. Motion man is James Fisher. They give to Shane Green, who spins his way for a few. Just a couple there, and good stuff. Stop right there by number 50, Jason Bennett, the linebacker, 6'3", 210. Good baseball player as well. Headed to Rowan to play baseball next year with actually a Strath Havens catcher, Matt Kane. So congratulations to Matt and to Jason for their recent college commitments to play baseball with a very good Rowan program. Second down and 8 now. Two tight ends again, they shift. Wing left is Fisher. Kaufman in the backfield, they give it to Kaufman. First run of the evening, he'll lower his shoulder, bang his way inside the 40. And set up third down and short. Good effective run there for Marco Kaufman, the senior. And good block coming through the hole there by Shane Green. Give Kaufman 5. Setting up third down and about 3. Clock will be inside of 9 minutes when the Panthers break the huddle here in the opening quarter. First drive of the game. Panthers punted it away moments ago, but Marple Newtown with a costly penalty has given the Panthers a fresh set of downs here. Third down and about 3. From the 39, gives to Shane Green with room momentarily, and they get him moving laterally. Nice work there by the safety coming up, Paul DeFrucio. And call it 4th and maybe 3 again. I guess no gain. Shane Green got things going last week against Garnet Valley for sure, with 121 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns on the evening. But now, Panthers with another 4th down, and they'll go for it.
No, well, definitely 4th down territory. There's no reason to punt at the 39.
4th and 3 upcoming here.
But boy, they need. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they need to get something going here. Not much push so far. Tigers lined up with 10 in the box. It's Kaufman off the left side. He'll push the pile, and good drive from the left side of that line. Bill Brown and friends, Gavin Pilson and others, down to the 34, gain of 5, and another Panther first down. Nice work over there by Gustafson, Brown, Pilson, and of course, anytime you're giving it to the halfback on that play, the fullback's leading the way as well. Those backs blocked for each other beautifully last week in the win over Garnet Valley. They'll need more of the same tonight. First and 10 from the 34. Strath Haven on the move now with 7:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Same formation, they go counter crisscross, looking for room is Fisher into the secondary, pulling away. James Fisher will burst 34 yards to the house. Touchdown Strath Haven with 7:20 to go on the counter. He popped that replay up there, beautifully done right there. Kaufman hands it to Fisher, who just splits the defense and goes practically untouched from the 34. Extra point upcoming here for Ben Milligan. 6-0. Milligan looking to make it 7. Ball spotted. Kick is away. It is long enough, and it is wide right, no good. So Panthers push one wide. 6-0 is where we stand with 7:20 to go here in the opening quarter. Panthers with an early lead. See what Marple Newtown can do when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K child care with an emphasis on learning? Ducklings Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old, within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School, on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Strath Haven 6, Marple Newtown nothing here with 7:20 to go here in the opening quarter. James Fisher finds the end zone yet again. 10th rushing touchdown of the year. High, short, end-over-end kick. Will be fielded at the 28-yard line. This is Brett Wolski with room up the hash mark, and then runs into Nick Faribault and Ryan Henry. But good starting field position here for the Tigers. We already mentioned their offensive starters, so why don't we get to the Strath Haven defense. We thought they were getting the ball a few moments ago, but the penalty out during the punt ruined that for the Tigers. Panther defense up front, Jahai Curtis, Cole Miller, Alexi Gustafson, and Vince Hales are your down 4. Outside backers, Sean Henry and Shane Green. In the middle is Marco Kaufman. Corners are Jack Schuster and Makai Clark. James Fisher and Ben Milligan are your safeties. I formation for the first time for Marple Newtown. Send a man in motion, and the give is to the tailback. Right up the middle goes Brian Box for a couple. Out to the 46, maybe 47 when they unpile. Kaufman in on the stop. Marco Kaufman with 18 tackles last week. One of the better games in the entire state of Pennsylvania in terms of number of tackles. And Sean Henry was 17 last week. So when those two linebackers are piling up tackles like that, it means everybody else is also doing their job tying up blockers. Receivers split to either side. Bertolini gives one more time. Tailback is Box right into the arms of Shane Green. Maybe a yard to the 48. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. So Marple Newtown trying to establish the run game, and why not? Look, they've got 2 talented backs. The sophomore Wolski and the junior Brian Box. Box, a Cornell lacrosse commit. His older brother Charlie was a 3-year starter on offense here and now also playing lacrosse at Cornell. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun look for Bertolini and the Tigers on 3rd down and 6. Panthers look to maybe rush 3. They do. They give inside, and shaking one man is Box. 1st down yardage as he bounces out to the right and into Panther territory at the 43-yard line. So spread them out. Panthers with just a 3-man front there, and Tigers make them pay.
Yep, and that's the option. You know, Marple Newtown throws and throws effectively. So, you know, you pull some guy in the backfield, that's fine. But Marple Newtown says, well, we'll run right at you then.
Gain of 10 for Box to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They trail 6-0. Slot to the near side is Esposito. Give this to the tailback again. Box trying to bounce it out and nothing doing. No gain on the play. Right there waiting Marco Kaufman and Vince Hales. Hales got off his block very quickly. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. So big Andrew Curlin on that right side. Big 56. That stands at 6'6" and 300 pounds. I will say, for all of that size on that side of the line, Marple does like to bounce it back to the left side quite a bit. So again, good balance, many options here for the Tigers. 2 receivers as splits and 2 in the slot as well. Bertolini back to pass for the first time. Fires to this near sideline, completes it to Wolski, makes 1-man miss, 2-man miss, steps away and now trying to get a block. And Makai Clark couldn't hold the corner there. And it looks like, Marple Newtown was concerned about maybe a block in the back over there. Nice job by Esposito not to get flagged. And down to the 30-yard line for a gain of 12 goes Wolski as he reversed field very well. So good quickness there from Brett Wolski. Gain of 12 on Bertolini's first throw of the night. 1st and 10, Marple Newtown. Clock ticks, 4:45 and count, stopped rather. 4:46 to go here in the opening quarter. 6-0. Strath Haven on top of Marple Newtown. Split to the far side, Joey Yukenovich. Gillian to the near side. On the jet sweep, coming this way is Paul DeFrucio. And DeFrucio, also a solid baseball player, several multi-sport athletes here for Marple Newtown. DeFrucio down to the Panther 24, gain of 6, and brings up 2nd down.
Take a look again, more like 8.
Well, see where they spot it. They'll put it, gain of 7. We'll split the difference, Mike.
That's okay. That was a much bigger gain than I thought it was, too.
The 2nd down and 3, and lots of options here for the Marple offense on 2nd down and short. DeFrucio split to the far side, slot right for DeBono. On 2nd and 3, quick hitter to the near side. This is Gillen, who is wrapped up immediately by Makai Clark, but still should be enough for a 1st down as they put him down at the 18-yard line. Gain of 5 on the first catch of the evening for number 13, Alex Gillen. He's your 6'1" senior. DeFrucio out. And some mass substitutions now, a bigger lineup here. They bring in the fullback, Louis DeLuzio, the tight end, John D'Addario, and see what they try here. Split to the far side, Esposito. To the near side is Gillen. Wing to the left, and they run out to the right. Looking for room is Wolski, and he's wrapped up nicely. Great job by Jahai Curtis and Vince Hales to swallow him up. Sean Henry penetrating as well. Give him no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Clock continuing to melt on a fast-moving first quarter. 3:10 and counting to play here in the first. Strath Haven 6, Marple Newtown nothing, but the Tigers threatening from the Haven 17, almost the 17, I guess. 2nd down and 10, and again with 4 wide receivers. Bertolini in the gun, and the left-hander drops back, looks, has time, fires to the near side, down the seam to Fruscio, incomplete, broken up by Mackay Clark. Clark came across at the last possible second to knock it away from DeFrucio, who was open down the seam, and may have seen something on film. The Panthers have had trouble defending that seam, I will say, over the last couple of weeks. You saw Radner exploit it. You saw, a few teams, really. But nice job by Clark that time to knock it away. 3rd down and 10 from the Panther 17. Clock stopped now with 2:44 to go in the first. Trey Savior into the game, split to the far side. They go trips to the right. Box and Esposito in the slot. Gillen to the near side. Here comes the blitz. They have to get rid of it quickly. It's deflected and, nearly intercepted. Bertolini had to get rid of it sooner than he liked. Off the hand of his intended receiver. And now 4th down and 10. You're looking at probably a 35-yard field goal attempt, or you keep the offense on the field and give it a go. Looks like the offense is staying on the field. Panthers brought the heat that time, and probably a good idea.
Looked like Marco Kaufman there with the pressure.
Get Bertolini moving his feet a little bit. Clock is stopped with 2:38 to go here. Big 4th down upcoming. They'll put the nose of the football on the 17, rather. So still 4th down and 10. Tigers need the 7-yard line. Same formation. DeFrucio in the slot with Box. Savior to the far side. Gillen to the near side. And you're going to get a timeout, Marple Newtown, as they were about to run out of play clock right there. So we'll take a short timeout with them. Be back in just a moment, see if the Panthers can get a stop on 4th and 10 when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Looking to start an exciting career in the healthcare field? Then Keystone Quality Transport is looking for you. Keystone Quality Transport, the region's premier non-emergency medical transportation company, offers a full scholarship into a comprehensive emergency medical technician certification program. Would you like to obtain a National Registry Emergency Medical Technician certification and earn $20 per hour to start? Send an email to hr@kqthealth.com. Start your rewarding healthcare career today.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to first quarter action here in week 8 of the high school football season. Your undefeated Strath Haven Panthers taking on 6-1 Marple Newtown. And we've got an exciting first quarter here. Strath Haven jumps out 6-0 on a 34-yard touchdown run from James Fisher. The Tigers have answered with a nice little drive here that has hit some resistance inside the 20. 4th and 10 now for Marple Newtown from this Panther 17-yard line. All right, new personnel, different formation now for head coach Chris Gicking. Slot to either side, split to either side. Wolski is your single setback alongside of Bertolini. On 4th and 10, blitz coming, steps up, fires to the end zone. It is incomplete. James Fisher with good coverage. Hip to hip, and incomplete it falls. Panthers bring the blitz again. Bertolini threw again, maybe a little earlier than he would have liked. And Strath Haven's defense with the first big stop of the night. Nice to get the offense back on the field, eh?
Oh, boy, I'll tell you, that was a great stop. And now if the Panthers can control this ball for 5 or 6 minutes and score again, that will be that'll be the right direction to go in to try to take this game.
Conestoga leading Garnet Valley 7-0 in the early going up in Berwyn. Here, Strath Haven 6, Marple Newtown nothing with 2:31 to go here in the opening quarter. And the Panther offense ready to start their second possession. Fisher in the backfield, Kaufman wing to the right, and on first down, quick hitter is to Shane Green. He'll drive the pile, good leg strength out across the 20 and near the 25 before they wrestle him down. Shane Green picks up 7, his best run of the night here in the early going. Second down and 3, and lots of options for head coach Kevin Clancy. 351 career wins after knocking off Garnet Valley a week ago, but he'll tell you, I just want one. One tonight, and then next week, maybe one more, and go from there. Look at this. 11 men in the box here for Marple Newtown on second down and 3, and James Fisher sheds a tackle, keeps his feet, 40, 45, 50, has a burst across the 45, and down to the 35. That's one way to back them out of the box, just breaking tackles. James Fisher rips off a bundle. Good block from Shane Green, and then Fisher just flattened the free safety.
Just all on his own, really. That was amazing.
James Fisher picks up 40 on his 4th run of the evening. 78 yards and a score for the junior. And the Panthers in business now, 1st and 10 at the Marple 35-yard line. Shane Green up the middle. He'll bang his way for a few. Maybe, but again, good work there by Marple Newtown. You see a hole open quickly, but they are flowing to the ball nicely. John D'Addario in the game now at defensive end at wearing number 87. Number 54 helping out in there as well. That's Eric Janda, 205-pound junior. And we're now looking at second down and about 7 for the Panthers. 2 tight ends again. Gustafson to the near side this time. Cole Miller to the far side. Double wing. Motion man is James Fisher. Gives to Shane Green off the right side inside the 30 down to the 29. Give him a few more. And this is something Coach Clancy would be fine with as well.
Sure.
3 yards at a time. It's nice to get 34 or 40 now and then with James Fisher's explosiveness, but with 32 seconds, 31 seconds and counting to play here in the opening quarter, Strathaven now 2 cracks to get 4 more yards. 3rd down and 4 from the Tiger 29-yard line. Kaufman shifts as a wing to the right. Gives to Fisher, looking for him off the right side, cuts it back. He'll be near first down yardage, but I think a little bit shy, and what will probably be the final play of the first quarter. They'll mark this back at the 27-yard line, and the Panthers will get a few moments to talk over the plan for 4th down and 2. All right, stick with us. Be back in just a moment. Strathaven 6, Marple Newtown nothing after 1 quarter of play. I'll be back for second quarter action in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Have nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Have nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field, quarter number 2. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play. Andrew Kaufman, Mike Mayer, Pete Fulgenetti here in the booth. We'll get to the cameraman in a moment. 4th and 2 for the Panthers. Gives sweep to this near side. This is Kitchen trying to get the corner. Has a first down across the 25. Inside the 20. Good speed from the senior. And it's a Panther first down. Down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 12 for Jake Kitchen on the bootleg. And that's a nice little wrinkle there, Mike.
It was a beautiful play. I mean, it was really something we hadn't seen that often. I wasn't too sure what was going on there, but it sure did what it had to do.
Did the job indeed. Panthers 1st and 10 now at the Marple Newtown 15. Green is your fullback. Kaufman next to him and comes in motion. They give to Shane Green, looking for room, and bangs into his own man, and down he goes at the line of scrimmage. So not much going there, and then you're going to get a flag post play. I think it'll be unnecessary roughness after the play against Marple Newtown. Marple had an unfortunate penalty on a 4th down punt to start this game. They were about to get the football back, had held Strathaven to a 3 and out, got an unfortunate penalty that gave the Panthers a fresh set of downs and all sorts of momentum to set up the first touchdown. And now, instead of 2nd and 10, they're going to march off a penalty from the 15. Looks like half the distance.
Yep, an automatic first.
I believe it'll be dead ball, so it may not be an automatic first down. Let's see. They're going to march this down to the 7 or 8 yard line, 7.5. All right. I think, yeah, okay. They're going to put it down at the 8, which brings up 2nd down and about 2 or so. 3. All right. 2nd and 3 here for Strathaven as Green held to no gain on that rush, but 2nd and 3 certainly more advantageous here for the Panthers. From the 8 yard line, give is to Kaufman, looking for room off left side. Straight ahead he goes, got the shoulder square and picks up a first down to the 2 yard line. It'll be 1st and goal to go for the silver and black. Now can you cash in? This is where the Panthers have had some questions at moments with penalties and juggled snaps and other self-inflicted wounds, but looking to try to right the ship here and make this a 2-touchdown game here with 4 cracks at it from the 2 yard line. Kitchen breaks the huddle with 2 tight ends. Gustafson to the left, Miller to the right, wing to the right side is Marco Kaufman. On 1st down and goal, gives to Shane Green, barrels his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Shane Green in from the 2 over left guard, his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. And with 11:07 to go here in quarter number 2, Ben Milligan on for the extra point for the 2nd time. Not bad there, folks.
Nope, it's what we need now. They're going to go for 2 here. No, they're taking no one.
Ben Milligan on. Kitchen to hold it. Plenty of leg, and right down the middle this time goes Milligan. Strathaven 13, Marple Newtown nothing. Be back in just a moment. You're listening live to High School Football on havenfootball.net.
Or buying a home is serious business, and for serious business the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back. 2nd quarter action, Strathaven 13, Marple Newtown nothing. With 11:07 to play here in the 2nd quarter, an 83-yard scoring drive finished by Shane Green from the 2 yard line. So big play there for the Panthers, a huge 4th down conversion with Jake Kitchen picking up 15 on a bootleg, a 40-yard run from James Fisher, tilted the field, and the Panthers did the rest after that. Ian Gallagher ready to kick it away to a couple dangerous return men, and he sends one high, end over and kick. This will be Box from the 12-yard line. Can the Panthers make a stop? Right up the hash goes Box. They swarm him at the 30, and he tumbles out to the 35-yard line, and good field position for the Tiger offense as they start just their 2nd drive of the evening with exactly 11 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Strathaven has to feel good about the start here. Got a big stop deep in the red zone. And
the big stop is almost as important as the scores. I mean, it's really, we'll see what Marple Newtown does now. They really need to score here.
Near side is Esposito. Far side, Gillen, I formation behind Bertolini on 1st down. Play faking back to pass Bertolini. The lefty slings it out to the outside. It's Gillen. Makes the catch on the hitch. He'll be, I believe, shy of the 1st down as Mackay Clark knocks him out of bounds. Clark back in the lineup on defense for the first time in several weeks. Good to see him out there. but Marple Newtown picks up 9 on that one.
Yep.
2nd down and 1 on Gillen's second reception of the evening. Bertolini 3 out of 6 for 27 yards throwing it tonight. Now 2nd down and 1 and lots of options for the Tigers at their own 44. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, 2nd down and 1. They fire to the outside again, another little hitch. Gillen steps out of a tackle this time, but Shane Green over to help clean up as Mackay Clark slowed him down just enough. Still needed a yard for a first down, picks up 6. And a fresh set of downs, they'll put it on the midfield stripe.
It's going to be interesting to see how Haven responds to this. Obviously, they're going to play a little tighter on the corners and the safeties, but they're also have to put some pressure on the quarterback.
And then watch that hitch and go later on. DeFrucio to the far side this time. Gillen to the near side. Bertolini's going to sling it out there again on the hitch, and Mackay Clark makes the stop again quickly. Gain of maybe just 4 as DeFrucio grabs his second reception of the evening. 2nd down and 6 upcoming. I mean, this is effectively like a run game. If the Panthers are shutting down the run, they will take 4, 5, 6 at a time in short, effective pass games, and it also neutralizes that pass rush. These are one-step drops. Get rid of it and see what happens. Bertolini, as we mentioned in the opening, completing about 67% of his passes coming into the game. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. On 2nd and 6, Bertolini, they do give the run to Box and not much doing. Cole Miller stood up his man. Jahai Curtis and Alexi Gustafson as well. Just not much room there for the Tigers that time. Gain of just a yard for Box, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Well, I think we're definitely in 4-down territory here at the 45. Also, the fact that they're down by 13, you know, they really can't afford to just turn the ball over again. Although it's early in the game, there's certainly plenty of time to be scoring points with about 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Downingtown East up 21-0 in their tilt tonight. Here, 3rd down and 5. Bertolini under center. Offset I formation. This is Box in the backfield, and nice job by Vince Hales getting in there quickly. Give him the 44-yard line, just a yard for Box. It'll bring up 4th down and 4. Nice work there by the Panthers' front 7, and particularly the front 4.
By the way, a big welcome to all our audience at WWON in New York. They've been just absolutely coming to listen to and watch our games. Over 500 viewers last week at the Garnet Valley game, so that was really cool. And, of course, NFHS, a subscription service throughout the country, getting some nice viewership there as well.
All right, here we go. 4th and 4, Tigers trying to convert. From the Panther 44, Bertolini lets it go. Fires to the outside. It's complete to the near side. Gillen, 1st down yardage across the 40. And Schuster and James Fisher make the stop, but quiets the home crowd momentarily as Gillen picks up 7 or 8. Nice delivery again. They're getting it out of Bertolini's hands quickly.
Yep. And they're getting open. You know, of course, Haven doesn't want to get burned deep.
Clock ticks. 8:03 and counting to play here in the first half. Strath Haven leading 13-0, but defense bending here as Marple Newtown started at their own 35. Now 1st and 10 from the Haven 36. Trey Savior to the far side. Gillen goes in motion to that far side as well. I formation, give is to Box. Right up the middle he goes, and Shane Green wrestles him down at about the 32, 33. Short gain right there of maybe 3 to the Panther 33-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for Marple Newtown. Brian Box, 7 carries for just 19 yards in the early going. Panther defense doing the job up front, defending this run game. But Bertolini starting to heat up, 6 out of 9 for 45 yards through the air. 2 receivers to either side. Slot to the near side, split to the far side. Motion man is Wolski. On the jet sweep to the left, trying to turn the corner. Does get upfield and picks up a couple. Getting a lot of chatter in the field, Mike. Getting some combo in the moment, but that's all right. All right, here we go. Hurry up offense here for the Tigers. 3rd down and short. They'll spot this at the Panther 27. 3rd and a yard. Bertolini under center. He's going to keep it himself. Off the left side, he'll push for...
Ooh, I don't know. You get it?
I think just enough. Just enough. Didn't get much, didn't need much. And they'll put it on the Strath Haven 25. Bertolini picks up the 1st down on the sneak. So, good work right there. by the Marple Newtown offense, getting just enough going in the run game there. Box, Wolski, and Bertolini pick up 11 on those last 3 plays. 6:25 to go here in the second quarter, rather. 3 receivers to the right on 1st and 10. From the 25, Bertolini back to pass. Looking out to his left, now back to his right. All sorts of time, steps up the middle, and has a little seam here. Into the secondary he goes. He'll be a couple yards shy of a first down before Sean Henry and Marco Kaufman
we got
make
the
the
first
stop. Oh, did he get? Okay, they got him across on the 15. All right. Bertolini picks up 10 and move the chains. Marple Newtown starting to find their rhythm here offensively. Inside of 6 minutes to go before halftime. Panthers leading by 2 scores, but bending here at the moment. Pope John Paul up 21-0 on Pottstown up in the Pac-10. We'll try to get an update from other scores momentarily. Here we go. Motion man is Yukanovich. Gives the box off the left side, and he'll get maybe a yard or 2, and then you get some extracurriculars after the play. But Box gets maybe a yard down to the 14 or 13, I guess. 2nd down and 8 upcoming. Brian Box, safety and running back, same position his brother played here for a few years and excelled. Younger brother Brian doing the same. Empty backfield, 5 wide, 3 to the right for Bertolini. Motion man is DeFrucio. They flood this right side. He's looking that way. Firing to the near side. Incomplete. Looking for DeFrucio. Too tall for him at the 12. And it's first miss for Bertolini in his last 6 throws. 3rd down and 8 upcoming. Bill Brown checks out. Makai Clark back in. With 4:57 to go here before halftime. Ball at the Strath 13. This is right in the neighborhood of where the Panthers got to stop on Marple Newtown's opening possession. 4 down territory for sure, though. 4 wide receivers. Wolski in the backfield with Bertolini, who seems to be changing the play. Slot to either side. And on 3rd down and 6, back to pass. Looking, steps up in the pocket, and the Panthers got him! He is buried in the backfield. A sack for the Panther defense. Henry and Curtis combine on the stop. And it'll be 4th down. Back to the 17-yard line, 18-yard line. Cole Miller in the mix as well. So 4th down and about 12 or 13. And that's a big play for the defense here. Now, do you bring pressure again? This has been effective on the last drive where Marple Newtown had to get rid of it sooner than they wanted. But, of course, you risk you bring extra people, then you're counting on that secondary to cover tightly. All right, can the Panthers get one more stop in their red zone here? Marple Newtown trying to turn the tide. Empty backfield this time. Timeout pre-snap. Marple Newtown wants to talk it over with 4:02 to go here before halftime. We'll take a short timeout with them and be back in just a moment. Glad you're listening live or on the archive. 4th and long upcoming when we return on havenfootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpignatoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.com.
Returning now to George L. King Field. Welcome back. 4:02 to go here in the second quarter. Strathaven clinging to a 13-0 lead, but need a stop in the red zone for their second straight drive. Marple Newtown marched it down to the 17-yard line on their opening drive. Panthers came up with a big play on 4th down to get the stop, and they'll need to do it again here on 4th and about 13. From the 18-yard line, the Tigers break the huddle with 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. The senior Bertolini Comes up to the line now, drops into shotgun formation on 4th and 13. Bertolini back, look, steps up, down the seam he goes. He's got a man out there, and it is incomplete. Or is it caught? Wow, what a catch.
He caught it.
Savior caught it over the head of James Fisher, who had good coverage, but what a catch by Trey Savior has cut the lead in half. Wow.
That was amazing.
We'll have to check the replay here. What a terrific throw by Savior, just reaching over and behind the head of Fisher to haul it in. Extra point upcoming, and 4th and 12, kind to the Tigers that time. An 18-yard scoring strike for Dave Bertolini. Gillen to hold on the extra point. Ball spotted, kick is away, plenty long enough and right down. Oh, no good, it's hooked.
Wow.
Hooked to the left, so both kickers missed their opening effort. 13-6 is where we stand. 3:53 to go here before halftime. Strath Haven ready to get the football back when we return on havenfootball.net.
The Swarthmorian Weekly newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorian was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op or call 610-543-0900 for a mailed subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorian every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to high school football right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Strath Haven leading 13-6 now as Marple Newtown goes on a 65-yard scoring drive with 3:53 to play here in the second quarter, cashing in on 4th down and long. High end of a run kickoff. This will be James Fisher at the 15. Looking for running room now with speed across the hash mark out to the 35, maybe 36-yard line before Lou DeLuzio makes the tackle for the Tigers. So the Panthers starting at about the same spot that Marple Newtown did a few moments ago. 65-yard scoring drive there for the Tigers. And Panthers would love to go into halftime with a 2-touchdown lead. But
it's going to be a lot of work in 3 minutes, 47 seconds.
All right, here we go. 12th touchdown pass of the year for Bertolini. And the Panthers now trying to answer. Stepping outside here is Marco Kaufman to the 41-yard line. Nice pursuit there by Marple Newtown to string him out, but Kaufman with just enough speed to turn the corner for a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down and 5 on the sweep.
Well, that was a play. It was all him because he kind of outran his block, and there were, as you pointed out, a lot of Tigers right out there waiting for him.
2nd down and 5. Wing to the left is Fisher. Give off the left side is Shane Green. He'll drive for a couple, and then you're going to get a flag coming in late. And this is usually in the neighborhood of holding. We will take a peek here. I don't know. We'll see here. Check the call. John D'Addario checks out for the Tigers. And face mask instead. All right, so what was going to be 3rd and 1 is going to tilt the field once again here as Marple Newtown with another costly penalty here as Green had his face mask grabbed. I didn't see it on the tackle. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. I just didn't see it.
Well, it's easy not to see a face mask if as he's going down, somebody grabs it. It's away from you. You don't see where his hand goes.
So they march off 5 yards, and the nose of the football now on the midfield stripe for the for the Panther offense. 1st and 10 from midfield. Kitchen to Fisher. Running room momentarily, closes quickly. Nice job in there, middle of that defense for the Tigers. 57, Jake McGowan crashing down from that defensive end spot, and they've got big 56 Andrew Curlin in there now trying to hold down the middle on defense. He does not play much defense, but if the Panthers are finding room between the tackles, now they have to deal with a 300-pounder on the nose. 2nd down and 8 after Fisher went for a couple. Back to pass is Kitchen. Looking, has a man out there. It's Cole Miller, and he is bumped, and
gotta be a
no
flag.
flag.
No
Nope,
flag.
didn't happen.
Really?
Home side wanted that as well. Savior in coverage. Miller looked like he was hit before the ball arrived, and incomplete, it falls. So 3rd down and 8 as the Panthers took a shot there behind the defense. That's the first pass play of the evening, and now you got to come up with something here on 3rd and 8.
And, of course, when you take a shot like that, you're counting on one of two things happening, obviously a completion or a pass interference.
Right. Instead, incomplete, it falls. Clock stopped with 2:15 to go, and the Panthers want a conversion here. You do not want to kick it back to Marple Newtown, who will get the ball back, remember, to start the second half. 10 men in the box. Give, counter crisscross again. This is Fisher, explodes again. Second time through that on that play. And Fisher, first down yardage. They've got him wrapped up at the 37-yard line. Another good gain for James Fisher, and nearly broke another touchdown run.
It's amazing. They're playing 10 men in the box, and Haven is finding a way to clear it out, and they're literally outnumbered.
Gain of 11 more for James Fisher.
Of course,
he's up to 93 yards rushing and a Panther touchdown tonight.
Seeing 10 men in a box is not something that Haven is not used to seeing.
Wing to the left, Marco Kaufman on 1st and 10. From the 37, toss to the near side. This is Fisher one more time, trying to get the corner. He'll have not much room this time. Nice job by the defense, stringing it out, and Wolski up from the free safety spot to run him out of bounds. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10, and again stops the clock. Strathaven has 3 timeouts remaining. Marple Newtown with just 1 remaining, I believe.
Yep.
And Jake Kitchen brings in the play. That's right, look at this. I will say, Mike Mayer and friends have gotten a couple of monitors here in the booth. This is going to take me a while to realize they're there after 20 years of not seeing that. But Here we go. All right, so 2nd down and 10 for Strathaven. They're going to talk things over. Coach Clancy uses that first timeout with 1:35 to go here before halftime, and we'll take a short timeout with them. Strathaven trying to add to a 13-6 lead when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Volunteer with South Media Fire Company, serving Nether Providence Township and Rose Valley Borough, where you and your unique skills and passions are wanted. Volunteering with South Media Fire Company isn't just about responding to emergency calls, it's about building lifelong connections. As a volunteer, you'll forge friendships that extend beyond the firehouse while serving your community. For more information, please visit us at southmediafire.com.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back. Second quarter action here. 1:35 to go before halftime. Strathaven 38 yards from adding to their lead potentially. 2nd down and 10 as they'll snap it from the near hash. Marple Newtown defense trying to get their first stop of the night. The Panthers have had it on offense twice. Finished in the end zone each time. 2nd and 10, back is Kitchen. Blitz coming, steps up in the pocket, now pulls away. What a job by Kitchen. 30, 25, cuts it back. 20, winds his way down to the 14-yard line. Big time play from the senior. Well, they had him contained on the outside, and the seas parted up the middle. Gain of 21 for Kitchen. 1st and 10 from the 14. Panthers go hurry up here on 1st and 10. Give. This is Kaufman off the left side, and a good job crashing down by number 55, Jacob Eck, to slow down Kaufman. With 1:11 to play, Coach Clancy uses the Panthers' 2nd timeout. Big play there by Kitchen, Mike.
Boy, we had it on replay, too. You missed it.
I know. I was
we
watching
can
there
play
ready
it again
to
if
snap
you
it
want.
again. Well, it's, hey, why not?
Yep,
we'll
we can
keep
do it
it
again.
right here. But
here it is.
Go ahead. Talk us through it, Mike.
Well, he found the hole. He slid right up the center, took off to his left, then cut back into the right, and then back to the 15 where he was finally buried. But, boy, he made some yards on it.
21 of those yards, in fact. And after Kaufman goes for a couple, Panthers now 2nd down and 8 from the 12-yard line. Still have 1 timeout remaining. And see if they – my guess is the Panthers are calling multiple plays here. You know?
I would hope so.
And, see if you can save that timeout for later on. They certainly don't want a field goal attempt. You'd like more than that here, but we'll see what they come up with from the 12-yard line. 1:11 to go here in the first half. Again, Marple Newtown will get the football to start the third quarter, so the Panthers trying to tack on to this 13-6 lead. Wing to the left is Fisher, again with 10 in the box, Marple Newtown. Quick hitter to Shane Green. It sees Part off the left side, bangs his way down to first down yardage. That will stop the clock momentarily while they reset the chains, but it's first and goal to go on a 9-yard run there for Shane Green. Plenty of time here on first and goal from the 3. Kitchen takes the snap, gets a push from Green, and not much else. Clock will tick. 53 seconds, 52 seconds. Panthers don't have to go too fast right here. Clock melting now, 44 seconds, 43 seconds. Panthers still with one timeout. They're going to say he lost yardage. That's hard to believe. Okay.
Yeah, well, he never really got any forward momentum.
All right, from the 5, Panthers, 27 seconds to go here before halftime. From the 5, it's Kaufman looking, cuts it back to the right and into the end zone. Well, that's how you cash in with just 20 seconds remaining. Beautiful clock management and better execution. All 3 backs have scored as Kaufman takes it in from the 5. What a job right there. Just no panic for the Panthers there. Got stuffed on the quarterback sneak. And then Kaufman on the cutback in from the 5. Ben Milligan on for the extra point for the 3rd time. This one up, right down the middle and over the bar. 20-6, Strath Haven on top. We'll take a short time out. Marple Newtown still with 20 seconds to play with when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Volunteer with South Media Fire Company, serving Nether Providence Township and Rose Valley Borough, where you and your unique skills and passions are wanted. Volunteering with South Media Fire Company isn't just about responding to emergency calls, it's about building lifelong connections. As a volunteer, you'll forge friendships that extend beyond the firehouse while serving your community. For more information, please visit us at southmediafire.com.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
20 seconds remaining before halftime. Strath Haven 20, Marple Newtown 6. And a 64-yard scoring drive. Key play there, a 21-yard scramble from Jake Kitchen to set up the Panthers in the red zone. Shane Green with a 9-yard run to get him inside the 5. And then from the 5, Marco Kaufman takes it in to give them a 2-score lead. And Kaufman with another touchdown run, his 5th on the season. And Ben Milligan ready to kick it away for the Panthers here. All right, Milligan from the near hash. My guess is they may kick it a little shorter. No? Yeah, okay, they do. Squib kick. It'll take a hop and go through the legs of Wolski, who recovers at the 18-yard line, now looking for running room and not finding it. Spins away from Hales, but Henry in on the stop. Ryan and Sean wrap him up at the 22, and Wolski is greeted by the Strath Haven twins. From the 13, with 13 seconds left, the Tigers will have it from their own 22-yard line. Just one timeout remaining for Marple Newtown, and Panthers just need to stay out of the big play. Easier said than done sometimes.
Yep, and Marple Newtown can do the big play. There's no doubt about it.
Well, hope for one right here with 4 wide receivers, and Coach Clancy and the defense wants to talk things over. Jim Connor and Brian Feely say, yep, let's make sure we've got everything covered and keep the score where it is with 13 seconds to go. At halftime, we'll keep it right here and talk all sorts of things here. Maybe with, you could talk Phillies, Eagles, Strath Haven. There's so many topics to discuss here for Pete and Andrew and Mike.
But that will be after we broadcast the Strath Haven Band's performance.
Amen. Preach on, Mike. As the Strath Haven Band, just phenomenal as always. Marple Newtown's band will perform as well. It should be a terrific halftime, and in the meantime, we'll work some score updates. The few that I have right now, It's been a fast-moving game. I've not really been surfing Twitter very well or often. Garnet Valley and Conestoga knotted at 14. Avongrove trailing Downingtown West 21-0. I don't know if Andrew's got some others as we go, but we'll get that caught up at halftime.
Yep.
And see if the Panthers can get another stop or two here on what should be one or two more plays in theory for the Marple offense. All right. They're going to Strath Haven defense does not want to give anything up right here. 3 wide receivers to the left for Bertolini, 1 to the right here from the 22. Bertolini's back. Looking, rolling left, has time, fires on the run, complete, and stepping out of bounds with his 3rd catch of the night is Paul DeFrucio, just at the sticks. I think they'll move the chains. Stop the clock with 6 seconds remaining, and again, they should move the chains, I would think. I think that's a gain of 10 from, as I'm just eyeballing it on the far sideline.
And you are correct.
Okay. All right, Bertolini, 8 out of 12 throwing it for 73 yards and a score. And with 6 seconds to go, again, Panthers just need to stay out of the big play here. Bertolini with 3 wide receivers again to the left to that short side of the field. Back to pass again. Rolling left, looking, has time. He wants it all. Down the seam it goes. It is caught by DeFrucio, makes the catch, but the clock has struck 0. Terrific catch from Bertolini. Pass from Bertolini to DeFrucio down to the Panther 39. It'll pad the stat sheet, but the Panthers dodge a bullet there as the clock strikes 0. And Strath Haven 20, Marple Newtown 6, and now what? All right. Wait.
Maybe it's not.
Are they saying there's 1 second remaining on the clock? They're going to put 1 second back on the clock, perhaps?
Okay.
Oh, boy. All right, the Panthers are going to need 1 more stop. So Bertolini to DeFrucio for a gain of 29. And now Panther defense will need 1 more stop to defend 38 yards of turf here. And okay, yeah, all right. And now now the officials have talked it over and said, nope, we're at 0. All right. I mean, look, I'm not sitting there. I'm watching the play. I'm not watching the clock itself, but just in theory, if you said you rolled your quarterback out to the left, he throws it about 30 yards downfield, I would think that takes 6 seconds, just off the top of my head.
And you would think that the officials would talk before the play and say, look, you got to watch the clock and see where we're at here.
Right. So that's where we are. So we're going to take a short time out while the band marches onto the field. We'll be back for their performance and a whole lot more. Glad you're joining us live or on the archive. Be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Hey, welcome back to George L. King Field, where we just found out that Marple Newtown's marching band's going first, so that means it's halftime. You want to turn the camera and see if you can see us, and we'll see whether that works? Is that too much trouble?
I think it's going to be too much trouble with the short cord.
Okay, then turn and put it back on the field, which is I've got it on live, which is kind of craziness. So I guess you'll watch and you'll hear in the background the Marple Newtown marching band. But in the meantime, we will discuss. Is Pete, you're not going to participate? Put your headset on.
We're at halftime, Pete.
I tell you, hiring the handicap is really getting to be. I'm sorry, that's not funny to a lot of people. I apologize for the comment. It just, Pete, they're going to have Marple Newtown first, so we're going to do our halftime show first. So tell us, what's your thoughts about the game so far? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought Haven was going first. Well, this game, I think this game turned on one of the first plays of the first quarter when Haven was 4th and 6. They were punting the ball, and Marple had a penalty, a 15-yard penalty for too many men. I thought it would be a 5-yard penalty, but it was 15. Well, anyway, that gave them the first down, and 3 plays later, James Fisher put it in the end zone. A big, big turnaround right in one play, and it kind of set the momentum for the first half. But after that, we did score again, another drive, a lot of Kaufman runs. It's just a real good drive to make it 13-0. And then on a spectacular catch in the corner of the end zone on 4th down, Marple, the wideout, went over James Fisher. James was right on him, but he went right over top of him, reached out with the ball and pulled it in. It was the kind of catch you see on Sundays, but not on Friday nights. But it was a great catch, and that's that's the difference. And both teams have missed an extra point. So we're here with 20-6. Marple will get the second half kickoff. So if they can come down and score, we got a barn burner. If we can stop them and we score, we're in total control.
Andrew, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I've thought it's been a pretty good game for Haven. They've been able to control time of possession. I was talking with Brian pregame saying if Haven gets the ball first, they want to control time of possession and drive down the field, take control of this game, dictate at the pace at which this game is going to be played. And I think they've done that so far.
I think they have as well. I think Marple's putting up a big fight. They need a couple of breaks. Marple has shot themselves in the foot a few times with some untimely penalties, face mask, unnecessary roughness, things like that. They've really hurt them. And I'm not too sure where this would be had those penalties not occurred, because it not only did it take Marple out of the mix a little bit, but it gave Haven a first down and field position and things like that that made it easier for them to score. So I think it's going to be an interesting second half. And, of course, we have seen in the past where we were getting beat in the first half, we'd come back and make adjustments and manage to drive it and beat Springfield and Ridley and things like that. And we've seen other teams come after us in the second half that we were like, oh my goodness. So, don't turn away, folks. This is going to be a good second half.
I think, Mike, in the second half, you're going to see Marple put the ball in the air a lot more. They've been able to complete passes and move the ball through the air, and I think that's what they're going to come out with, a strategy of more pass. They'll still run the ball, but there's guys open. You don't have to go 50 yards. You go 10, 12 yards a pop and move the ball up and down the field, and I think that's what you're going to see in the second half.
All right, well, Marple's going to get the ball first, so obviously be a huge stop if Haven can take the ball, can keep them from scoring in their first possession.
Yeah, that possession, you're either going to be, 20-13, or if Haven gets it and goes down, it's 27-6.
Well, then it's probably over.
It's probably over. So it's a very important. If we can stop them, even if we don't score, if we can stop them and get the ball back and then keep running it and burn clock, Haven will have a good advantage.
No doubt about it. What's Pete's mic number? 4. Okay, let me just turn his gain down a little bit. All right, well, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Well, actually,
Which
both
one?
of them are. Yeah, I was going to say. Let's talk about the Phillies first. What a series this has been.
Last night, I've never seen a game that had so many just clutch innings. And I never seen a manager put his closers in the middle relief and his middle relievers to close. But yet he wins.
And you wonder what he's
playoff
thinking.
Baseball, that's what they do.
Well, that's not.
You manage very aggressively. You use your best guys in the big situations, which in those situations you had Braves on base. Although your guys aren't you normally used to coming in with guys on base, they came in, they did the job, they got the outs. The Phillies got the win. They won the series once again.
Yeah, well, Cassiano said about the loss in Atlanta, that was the best loss because it just fired. He felt.
Oh, absolutely.
It was played well. And when you think about the games that they played against Atlanta, the 4 games, they were really in charge of the games.
Yes. In all 4 of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
What it took in Game 2 was an incredible defensive play by Michael Harris II to make the grab at the wall and then throw it in. Bryce Harper being aggressive, as he always is.
And he made the right move as far as I'm concerned.
And that's absolutely the right move.
Yeah.
You're down a run in the 9th. The ball's smoked to the gap in right center. 9 times out of 10, that ball gets down and Bryce Harper scores. We have a tie ball game. Nick Castellanos is standing on second base.
Right.
And we're maybe talking about the Phillies completing a sweep.
Right.
You know what?
Instead, they get it done in 4, so it really doesn't matter all that much.
I also like when at the end, the Topper, the manager said to Rojas, because he's only hitting 50, which is not much. He says, "Don't you worry about hitting. Whatever you can give us hitting is extra. You are the secretary of my defense. You just cover center field and left and right, and you'll earn your money."
And the catch that he made yesterday was, my heart was in my throat when I saw him go back.
Especially in that situation, bases loaded, Ronald Acuna up.
If he don't catch that ball, 3 runs will score.
Acuna crushed that one to one of the deepest parts of CBP. Rojas is such a great defender. He tracked it down in that alley.
All right, we got to go on the Eagles because we're about to lose, I think, Marple Newtown pretty quick here, and then we're going to cover the Strath marching band. Is that it? They're done?
I can't tell.
I can't tell yet either. But anyway,
it looks like they are done.
All right, real quick, the Eagles. What's the call for this week?
The Jets are very average, and they got a below-average quarterback. I'm looking at 28 to maybe 17.
All right, well, let's go to the Strath marching band as they come out here. We're going to give the mic to the band director, who we're trying to get kitted up right now. All right, we're still waiting for the band director to come back on. I mean, he's on. He's just not talking yet, so we'll wait until the band comes out. You can say hello.
Hello, everybody at home, to all the people, all the ships at sea.
Oh, everybody, you put him on the air for 5 seconds, and he starts with his routine.
Yeah.
It's great. So we're still waiting for the band. I don't know if our camera can. Oh, we still need Marple Newtown to come off field. They're setting up. There we go. Thanks, Mike. We don't have actual communication mechanisms, but we do have him on a headset so he can hear me.
Good evening. Onto the field comes the 2023-2024 Strath High School Panther Marching Band. Tonight's show is music backed by popular demand. We've got the sounds of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s with Blue Swede, Bonnie Tyler, and Blink-182. The student leadership team is led by student directors Brianne Caldwell, CJ Chen, Christina Machado, Aiden Golden, Wyatt Staley-Bischoff. The drum majors are Henry Reacher, Audrey Stevens, and Sarah Ventriglia. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's unrequited, and sometimes you just have to sing about it. That's the story of Hooked on a Feeling, made popular again by the film Guardians of the Galaxy. Blue Swede will have us singing Ooga Chukka before the night is through. Except In a small town where dancing is banned, this tune gets its start in the musical Footloose. We side with Ren McCormick and choose to dance. We feature Silk's dance line and dance team with this rock anthem, Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. Say it ain't so, and we love the Girl at the Rock Show. It's all about the small things here in the Panther Band. The 90s and 2000s are back in 2023. We're in our rock band glory. This is Blink-182 with Girl at the Rock Show and all the small things. the pride of Haven, the Strath Haven High School Panther Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Assistant Band Director Mrs. Haley Lombard. Pit Director is Mr. Richard Michael. The drumline instructor is Gustin Rudolph. Valerie Schliga directs the band front and dance line, with Silks instructor Aria Boris and dance team instructors Gigi Ianello and Rosie Ianello. For the Panther Band, I'm Nick Pinataro. Have a great evening, and let's go Panthers!
And we'll be right back after this commercial break. You're watching havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K child care with an emphasis on learning? Ducklings Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old, within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School, on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to the second half of tonight's football game. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods. Published since 1893. Steve Taub's Allstate Insurance and Media. Auto, Home, and Life. You're in good hands with Allstate. AMF Auto Clinic, taking care of your cars since 1961. Located in Brookhaven on Edgemont Avenue. Sandy McCulley at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Media. Give her a call when buying or selling your home. Ducklings Early Learning Center in Wallingford. Daycare for ages 6 weeks to 5 years. Scarpagnano Plumbing. Over 20 years experience for all your plumbing needs in Wallingford. Proud Haven supporters Mary and Larry Luter. Go Haven. Rose Tree Wellness Center. Complete chiropractic treatments featuring ART therapies in Media. We get to the root of the problem. Here are tonight's internet announcers, the voices of the Strath Haven Panthers, Brian Carroll, Pete Fulgenetti, Andrew Kaufman, and Mike Mayer.
Welcome back to halftime, where we've had terrific performance from both marching units. Just we mentioned during the commercial break, Strath Haven's band just gets better every week. It's phenomenal, even as they add new and different songs. Just a beautiful thing to watch and listen to. So again, thanks to Nick Pinataro and all of the student musicians and their parents and everything else. It's just a terrific atmosphere. All right. We're going to rapid fire score updates from around District 1 as fast as we possibly can here, and then maybe talk about halftime stats here. Just in no particular order, Downingtown East all over Avongrove, 42-0 at halftime. That'll be a running clock. Owen J. Roberts, 27. Boyertown, 0. I will say there are very few surprises right now as far as scores around District 1. This is one of them, though. Penwood, 8. Chichester, 0 in the third quarter. Chi in a good spot right now to qualify for the 5A playoffs, but you'd think they want to win over one-win Penwood. Right now they trail 8-0. Springfield all over Executive Education Academy, 30-6. No surprise there. No. Garnet Valley and Conestoga knotted at 14. We expected a tight one, and we're getting it up in Berwyn. Not a surprise there. Pennsbury and North Penn, both 3-4, both fighting for their playoff lives in 6A. Halftime score, Pennsbury 21, North Penn 7. So North Penn in some trouble there. Speaking of 21-7, that's your score. Westchester Henderson over Oxford. Not surprising there. Phoenixville at 6-1, ready to go to 7-1. They're leading Upper Perk 28-0 at the moment. Plymouth, speaking of 28-0, identical score for Plymouth Whitemarsh and Springfield Montco. Again, no surprise. PW likely a top 5 seed when it's all said and done in 5A. Pope John Paul will have a running clock in the second half. They lead Pottstown 35-0. Souderton 7, Council Rock South 0, and a tight one up there, as expected. Sun Valley trailing Westchester Ruston 36-0 at halftime. That will be a running clock as well. Great Valley and Unionville, 2 5A teams in the Chessmont American. Great Valley with a late touchdown in the second quarter goes up 13-10. Upper Marion trailing Pottsgrove 27-6. And we will try to keep you posted on other scores as we get them. Garnet Valley has just taken a lead. Nolan Carroll in from the 2-yard line. So it'll be Garnet Valley 20, Conestoga 14, extra point pending. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Just getting some score updates from family and friends right there, but had it on the screen here. Thanks to the guys at GarnetValleyFootball.com, Don Mink, and everybody for getting it. I'm sorry, Don Mink. Goodness, we saw Don last week. He's retired, and he's passed it along to Greg Mink and Dennis Becker on the broadcast. But again, extra point pending here for Garnet Valley. Ball is spotted, kick is away, and it is no good again. They've missed 2 extra points tonight, have the Jaguars. So 20-14, Garnet Valley on top of Conestoga, trying to stay in the hunt for a Central League title with just 1 league loss. Speaking of 1 league loss, here's Marple Newtown trying to tilt the momentum here as 20-6, but the Tigers will get the football to start this second half, Mike. And one that stood out to me in terms of the stats here was the rushing yards. Panthers shut down Marple's run game quite well in that first half. Just 41 yards for the Tiger offense on the ground, 102 through the air, a good chunk of it on the final desperation drive, actually. So, but Marple Newtown did cash in on that 4th and 12 for a touchdown to cut that lead in half.
That was
Strath
a spectacular
just
play.
A tremendous catch by Trey Savior against a really very good coverage from James Fisher. So Strath Haven will have their hands full to try to slow down this Marple offense. It's going to come out of the locker room quite motivated, one would think. All right, here we go. From here, it'll be, is this Milligan or Gallagher? Looks like Gallagher this time to kick it away. And here we go. So, Panthers trying to stay out of the big play. And you have a couple of specialists back there who can hurt you in the return game. Brian Box awaits at the 10-yard line. He has 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns this season. We'll see if the Panthers decide to give him another shot at it here as we open this third quarter. Gallagher from the near hash gets the whistle, and we're ready to go. Third quarter action, ready to begin on havenfootball.net. He booms one, sends one high, but Box will get a shot at it from the 2-yard line. Up the near hash, looking for running room and a load of speed into the second level and out to the 45-yard line. Give him 43 on the return. Ryan Henry on the tackle. Very well blocked. Very well. I mean, Box is a terrific athlete, terrific runner, good vision. But there were not many black jerseys in the neighborhood there, Mike.
No, there wasn't. It was a great seam up the center. He saw it. They obviously played it like that, and they made the blocks and took advantage of the situation. Although they just got into the 45, which is in high school football, pretty good field position on a kickoff, but not like you ran it down to the other 20.
Savior and DeFrucio to the far side, Gillen to the near side, shotgun look as they send DeFrucio in motion. They fake the jet sweep, give inside to Box, who seems to have caught his breath after the long kick return and picks up 5 on his first carry of this second half. Panthers make the stop on the midfield stripe with Sean Henry in on yet another tackle. He's leading the way here for the Panthers right now with 8 tackles here early in this third quarter. Savior split to the far side. Again, Gillen to the near side. DeFrucio again in the slot. Again goes in motion. They give it to him on the jet sweep. Looking for room off that left edge. He turns upfield for a couple. Panthers pursued it well that time, and stepping up on the tackle would be Marco Kaufman. Jahai Curtis as the defensive end stretched it out over there as well. So DeFrucio for just, well, give him 3. Brings up third down and 2. Clock ticks 10:50 to play here in the third quarter. Opening drive of this second half for Marple Newtown, trying to convert on 3rd down and 2. Panthers would love a negative play here. See what the Tigers drum up from the shotgun. Bertolini, hard count, give inside, and not much doing. Good work there by the Panthers to stop him shy of a first down. Him being Brian Box. And again, it's Sean Henry mixing in. And now here you've got a quick 4th and 1 here, and they go, hurry up, here come the Tigers. And they go with a, oh boy, I don't know. He may not have, did he get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you saw a blocker go down as opposed to a runner.
Boy, they went with the quick goal line look there. Bill Brown checking out on 4th down and inches. The quarterback sneak, they'll move it up to the Strath Haven 49. So Bertolini picks up 2. Didn't get much, didn't need much. But it's a fresh set of downs for the Tigers with 9:55 and counting to go here in the third. Trips to the right, single to the far side. Bertolini fires that left edge. It's complete once again, and again a good tackle on that far side by Mackay Clark. Gain of about 5 for DeFrucio. You would think at some point there might be a hitch and go or something that, sees if the Panthers will bite on a pump fake or something on that edge. They've thrown that hitch over and over, completing it 5, 6, 7 yards at a time for the most part. But we'll see how patient the Tigers might be here. 2nd down and about 5. From the Panther 39, under center this time is Bertolini, and he rolls out under heavy pressure, steps up in the pocket, fires. It is in and out of the hands. Gillen would like to have that one back. Bertolini on target, but incomplete. It falls. 3rd and 5 upcoming now for Marple Newtown. Bertolini 10 for 15 throwing it now for 107 yards and a score. But as we've said, certainly in this part of the field, trailing by 2 scores, the Panthers likely going to need 2 stops here. 4 down territory, almost certainly, for Marple Newtown. 4 wide receivers for Bertolini. Takes a 1-step drop, fires to the outside. It's Gillen again, who's got a nice cushion, has a nice catch this time, and to the 29 he goes for a gain of 10 rather, and a first down.
Well, this is, as Haven is, pound on the ground, this is a Marple Newtown football team that likes to pass, and they're doing a very good job of it. And Haven, has managed to stop them, but not until they've marched most of the way down the field.
Perfect weather for it. Great night here at George L. King Field. Cool and clear, no wind to speak of. Motion man is DeFrucio. They fake the jet and they give it. Nope, Bertolini will keep it himself this time on the dive off the right side.
They almost had him.
Yeah, they almost indeed. So Cole Miller in on the stop, but not before he picks up the 23-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and about 4. Gain of 6 for Bertolini. He's an athlete. He can scramble. He can find his way through traffic. We saw it from Jake Kitchen a couple times in the first half, but Bertolini no slouch himself running the football. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd down and 4. Panther defense trying to stiffen here. Bertolini back, looking, firing to this right side one more time. Gillen, they're content right now to take 4 or 5 yards at a time. Mackay Clark knocks him out of bounds with help from Shane Green. They'll spot it on the 15 or 16, we'll see.
First down.
Gain enough for a first down here. At the 15 is where they'll put it down. 8 more for Gillen.
The thing is, of course, and where Marple Newtown runs in a little bit of trouble is as they shorten that field, it's much easier to cover their receivers because they don't have to cover them as far. So we'll see whether they're able to make this work for them now.
3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right is Gillen. To the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, give inside. Wolski steps away from the tackle initially, but leans forward for 2. Vince Hales in on the stop for the Tigers, or for the Panthers rather. Too many big cats. And all of them in the Central League, of course. Jaguars and Cougars and Lions and Tigers and Panthers. Oh my. So tonight, Panthers and Tigers here in a battle with 6:54 to go here and clock ticking in the third quarter. Second down and about 8 after Wolski went for a couple. Bertolini, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Give one more time. Wolski tries to bounce his way, does spin out of the first tackle, and he'll be near first down yardage. It's going to be very close. If they put him on the 5, it'll be first and goal. Bill Brown's going to check back into the game for a goal line look, and no huddle here for Coach Kicking and the Tiger offense. First and goal to go as Wolski goes to the 5. Wolski, your single setback. Bertolini is going to keep it himself and push
not much
to
there.
about the 1. Or I'm sorry, to push for 1 yard to the 4-yard line. Second and goal now from the 4. All right. Shane Green on the stop. Second down and goal for the Tigers. Savior out. Louis DeLuzio checks in as your fullback. All right, DeFrucio split to the far side, Gillen to the near side. They go shotgun here. Wolski on the right hip of Bertolini. Box comes in motion. Think about a jet sweep. Nope, give it to Wolski instead, who still bounces out to that same strong side, and the Panthers are ready for it. No gain on the play. In fact, he may have even lost a yard. Back to the 5 he goes. Good stop there by the left side of the Panther defense. Vince Hales and Jahai Curtis feeling good there.
Yeah, this is setting them up for some kind of a pass, I think. They're going to try to dump it off into the end zone. They're going to cover them very, very tight.
DeLuzio out. Bill Brown checks out as the Panthers bring back their base defense again here as they expect a spread look here, and they get it. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Wolski in the backfield with Bertolini. Motion man is box on third and goal from the 5. Looking left, rolling left. It is juggled and incomplete. Box had a hand on it, and coming over to knock it away is Ben Milligan, knocking him to the turf. And now 4th and goal from the 5. Marple Newtown has to draw up something else here. Pass just a little bit behind Box, who could not squeeze it initially, and Milligan closed ground quickly, knocking him and the football to the turf with 4:55 to play here in the third quarter. Panther defense wants a stop. They had one on the opening drive of the game in the red zone. Marple Newtown cashed in on their last 4th down try in the second quarter from here. From the 5, 4th and goal to go. Bertolini rolling left, looking, heavy pressure from the backside. It is juggled and incomplete. Heavy hit from the Panthers. Bertolini buried as he threw it. Ball falls to the turf. We'll get the replay on that. The blitz was coming from that backside. That was the previous play. That was the 3rd down and goal.
Oops, sorry
we'll
about
have to
that.
take a look at the 4th down play. But now the Panthers with a long field in front of them. Didn't see who had the big hit there. They did send pressure with Kaufman. I don't know if it was him or Gustafson who looped back and hit him from behind.
I think it was Gustafson from that interior backside.
Nice loop there from Gustafson to force the incompletion, and now the Panthers now 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. This is where you have to take care of the football.
Oh, yeah. You don't want no mistakes here.
First downs would be fantastic, but just as importantly, with a 2-score lead here, let's milk the clock and move the football.
What's the discussion here with Coach Clancy?
Not quite sure. All right. They're going to reset the clock. Looking to reset the game clock, perhaps. All right, not sure. All right, there we go. 4:42. 4:42 is where we sit on the third quarter clock here. And we'll try to find our way out of the shadow of their own goalposts are the Panthers. First down, give is to Marco Kaufman, who did well to hang on to the football.
Boy.
They were ripping at that football at the 10-yard line. Marco Kaufman, not Andrew Kaufman, who's sitting here next to me. This is it took me to week 8 to say that. I'm stunned, actually. All right, Kaufman picks up 5 and gives the Panthers a little more breathing room. 2nd down and 5 from their own 10. 4:12 and counting to play here in the 3rd quarter. Kitchen under center. They give it to Fisher, looking for room off that right edge, trying to turn the corner. They grab him momentarily. He shakes a tackle and wrestles his way out across the 20. And James Fisher to the 21-yard line. Give him 11 and another first down. Boy, he is, and this is not a slight even a little bit, to look at him, he's not a guy you'd say, oh, looks like a power back. But, man, is he tough to run down or tackle. He rarely goes down on first contact.
He rides my bus every day, and you would never, if I didn't know who he was, you would never look at it and say, oh, yeah, football player.
Just tremendously talented, but strong.
And built like steel.
He shifts into the backfield. Wing left is Kaufman on 1st and 10. Gives straight ahead to Shane Green, and he'll push for a couple. Not much.
Nope.
Nothing doing in the middle of that defense. Nice work by the Tigers to collapse quickly. And they at number 50, Jason Bennett, the inside linebacker, on the stop. He's up to 6 tackles on the game now. Brings up 2nd down and 9. Green goes for just 1. Clock ticks. 3:10 and counting to play here in a fast-moving 3rd quarter. Not fast enough if you're a Panther fan.
Yep.
They lead it 20-6 and looking for more now from the 21, and you're going to get, what do we have? Flags?
Procedure or offside?
What do you have? Is it offside on the defense? No, false start.
Yep.
Panthers.
There it is.
Back themselves up here and turn this into 2nd and 14. This is pre-snap penalties for the Panthers have been prevalent this year.
Well, it usually happens on the other end of the field when they're close to scoring. So,
so a little further to go now for Jake Kitchen and the offense. Panthers with 0 yards passing. Thrown it 1 time tonight. Incomplete, it fell. But 202 on the ground and a 2-score lead. They'll try again now from their own 14-yard line. 2nd and 14, double wing. Motion man is Fisher, and you're going to get flags again. Did the Panthers move one more time, or do you get an offside to give it back? Nope, another false start. Goodness gracious.
Oh, boy.
Panthers need to get the basics right here. This will move them back to the 9. Not sure what the, or to the 11, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be 2nd and 19 now from my calculations.
From the 12. Okay, here we go. From the 12. We'll get it right. All right. Clock continuing to melt. If nothing else, Strath Haven still even going in the wrong direction here. Shrinking this game clock.
Yep.
Wing left is Fisher. Motion man is Kaufman, and back to pass. Looking, has time. Deep down this near sideline. Fisher is out there, juggles incomplete. Good coverage from DeFrucio. The ball hit him in the helmet, I think. Good position. Fisher made an incredible catch last week against Garnet Valley with similar coverage. Just stole it off the top of the defensive back's head. Couldn't quite do it this time.
Yep. I don't think you get to do that more than once a season.
And now Panthers looking at 3rd and about 19. So now what? My guess.
Yeah, there's not a lot of 3rd and 19.
Yeah,
plays.
my guess is they'll say, you know what, we'll chew up 50 more seconds off the clock. It wouldn't shock me for a quick hit run up the middle here and see what they can do to tilt the field in the punt game. But you have some big play potential for sure in that backfield. In motion goes Kaufman. Quick hitter is to Shane Green, and the Panthers lose the football.
Boy.
Well, that's what they said. We just said a minute ago, you can tilt the field, but instead Aiden Curran comes out of the foot pile for Marple Newtown, and the Panthers turnover, the first of the game, has given the Tigers new life now at the 12-yard line.
Boy, that hurts.
So instead of chewing another minute off the clock and maybe punting it out towards midfield, instead, the Tigers at the 13-yard line with 1:42 to go here in the 3rd have a chance to really take a big step here against the Panther defense.
And you're putting the defense in making another terrific, goal line stance.
All right. Can the defense get one more stop? They give it the box, stretch play to the left, turn in the left side, nothing doing. Down he goes. Marco Kaufman comes in with some ill will, I think. Panthers frustrated after the fumble. Instead, loss of a yard on the play. Moves it back to about the 14 or so. 1:19 to go. They're going to lose, call it a loss of 1. Okay, so box goes backwards, second down and 11. Clock ticks. 1:05, 1:04 and counting to play here in the third quarter. Marple Newtown trailing 20-6. Have 3 wide receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Bertolini back, steps up, fires the slant, complete. Big hit up the middle there by Ben Milligan, but Xavier hangs on, and you've got you're going to be shy of the first down, but now you've got a Marple Newtown player down in the end zone. This is Brian Box.
Is this the guy who caught it?
Nope, This is away from the play, which always makes me nervous. This was I believe, a non-contact injury, which, I hope is nothing serious. But in the meantime, it'll be third and about a yard or so when we come back. We're going to take a short timeout, hopefully short. Hopefully that means Brian Box is walking off under his own power, but at the moment, all eyes on 22 in white, and hopefully all is well. We're going to take a short timeout. Be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
This video and audio broadcast is copyrighted by havenfootball.net Incorporated for the private use of our audience. Any other use of these broadcasts or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without a havenfootball.net Incorporated's expressed written permission is prohibited.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field, 20-6. Strath Haven on top. Marple Newtown with some new life and momentum after recovering a Strath Haven fumble, but wind out of the sails at the moment. Everybody on both sides here hoping the best for junior running back and safety Brian Box, who went down well away from the play, running a pass pattern out in the end zone. And again, you just hope this is nothing too serious. He's going to hobble off, or is that DeFrucio? Is it 26 or 22? I can't tell. 26. All right, it's Paul DeFrucio, not Box. All right, either way, let's hope this is nothing significant for DeFrucio. In the meantime, Marple Newtown, after the completion to Trey Xavier, who caught a touchdown pass in the first half, picked up 10 on that last catch, and now sets up third down and about a yard or so. All right, clock restarts. Approaching 30 seconds to go here. In the third quarter. Here we go. Third and a yard, Bertolini under center. Wouldn't shock me to see a sneak, and they are ready. Panthers ready for it, and he will go nowhere. They will lose a yard as Cole Miller exploded into the backfield. And it's turned to fourth down and about 2. Well, 4th and 2. Call it a 4th and a yard, and they break the huddle quickly. Panthers have to get set on defense. Bertolini may try it again here. 3 wide receivers this time, off the left side this time, and he'll push his way to first down yardage. Right side didn't happen. Off the left side, he's converted multiple short yardage situations tonight, and Bertolini picks up 2. It'll be first and goal to go for Marple Newtown when we start the fourth quarter. We're going to switch sides of the field. Strath Haven 20, Marple Newtown 6. We're in for a wild fourth quarter when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Looking to start Looking to start an exciting career in the healthcare field? Then Keystone Quality Transport is looking for you. Keystone Quality Transport, the region's premier non-emergency medical transportation company, offers a full scholarship into a comprehensive emergency medical technician certification program. Would you like to obtain a National Registry Emergency Medical Technician certification and earn $20 per hour to start? Send an email to hr@kqthealth.com. Start your rewarding healthcare career today.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play. Mike Mayer and Andrew Kaufman doing the engineering and color commentary. Joined as always at halftime by Pete Fulgenetti helping with the stats and spotting. Mike Clancy upstairs and Tony Jester downstairs doing great work on the camera. And the homecoming court is being announced here prior to this fourth quarter, so a little bit of delay in the action at the moment. So we'll pause for some excitement there. Some football players in the mix there. You can see Carter Law out there. They announced Makai Clark as part of this group as well, but he's out on the field. Sean O'Neill is another player whose name was announced. So again, Panthers have to, they've got some tough defense to play here inside the 5-yard line as we come back. Marple Newtown's offense will be first and goal to go from the Panther, call it 2-yard line, as they move right to left here starting the fourth quarter rather. Look, the Panthers ran 3 plays the entire third quarter. They stopped the drive at their own 5-yard line defensively, but then fumbled on third down. This is something they need to turn around quickly here to get the offense back on the field and put together a drive. Marple Newtown looking for some momentum here. Jumbo backfield here. 3 tight ends. Power eye. Straight ahead is Lou DeLuzio. He's going to spin his way into the end zone. First carry of the night for Lou DeLuzio, and he is in for a Tiger touchdown. 20-12, extra point pending. Vince Hales comes up a little gimpy as well. Not a good sign for the Panthers. They're going to need 34 to walk this off. Key part of the Panther defense at defensive end. So DeLuzio in from the 2-yard line with 11:54 to play here in regulation. Extra point upcoming for McMenamin. Kick, plenty of leg, and good. 20-13 is your score. We're going to take a short timeout. Be back in just a moment. Stick with us. You're listening live to high school football on havenfootball.net.
Have nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Early fourth quarter action here. 11:54 to go in regulation. Strath Haven now clinging to a 20-13 lead. And Panthers need to get something going offensively here. Need a scoring drive in a big way after running just a few plays the entire third quarter. End over end kickoff's going to angle towards Marco Kaufman. He's got it at the 19-yard line, looking for blockers up that right hash, looking for more. Didn't get much there, and good coverage that time by the Marple Newtown kick coverage team. And the Panthers start at their own 33-yard line. Mike, I'm going to finish this tweet. We need to get something going on offense.
Well, listen, we were just talking during the break. You know, this is guts up time. We got to have a reasonably long drive, which we would prefer to end in a score, so we have some margin here. Obviously, if Marple Newtown gets the ball back and scores, they'll go for 2 for the lead. So, you know, it's important.
Panther defense has been on the field almost the entire second half. Can the offense return the favor right here from the 33. First down gives to James Fisher, looking for room off this right side, inside, outside, and then ridden out of bounds by Trey Savior after a gain of maybe 2. They'll stop him at the 35. Second down and 8 upcoming. So we've seen the Panther offense have to deal with defensive adjustments in the second half over and over again this year, as teams have found ways to dare them to throw it or just show them a different look. Here's Kaufman off the left side, not much doing this time. He'll get only a couple, and you're looking at 3rd and 6 or 7. They'll unpile and put it on the 37, and 3rd and 6 is where we stand. So just 2 yards for Marco Kaufman. He's up to 35 on 8 carries. James Fisher over 100 tonight. He, Green, and Kaufman each with a Panther touchdown, but they need a first down first. 3rd and 6. From their own 37, Kitchen. Hard count. Runs into his own man, gives to Fisher anyway. He'll lower the shoulder, and 3 white jerseys just outnumber everybody here at the 39. Aiden Curran, and along with Brett Wolski. And now decision time for Coach Clancy, and the punt team's coming on. 3 and out goes the Panthers.
Yep.
And the Marple offense is about to get back on the field, barring a penalty here. Jake Kitchen on to kick it away at the 39-yard line as Fisher went for just a yard or 2 yards. Wolski and Box await the return. Kitchen high, very short kick off the side of his foot, and this will give Marple the football probably on this Haven side of the 50 when it's all said and done. They net about 6 on the punt. And now Marple Newtown with a chance to tie or take the lead with a scoring drive. They already cashed in on a 12-yard field after a Strath Haven fumble. And now, oh wow, they're going to mark this up to, that was a fortunate spot for Strath Haven.
Wow,
but still, excellent field position here. They'll mark it to the 44 on the Marple side of the 50. But either way, Strath Haven's defense needs some energy here and needs a big play. Bertolini with 3 receivers to his right. The left-hander in the gun once again, fires to this near side. DeFrucio juggles and incomplete it goes. Makai Clark closed quickly that time and knocks it away from DeFrucio. Incomplete it falls. Bertolini 13 out of 20 throwing it now for 135 yards. Clock stops with 10:13 to go here in regulation, and this is something that has the Panther fans nervous here. We're in yet another 1-score game, but hey, this is how it's been most of the season, right, guys?
It sure has.
All right, 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Under center this time is Bertolini. Single setback is Box. They fake it to him. Back to pass, looking, firing to the flat. Has a man out there coming back to it. First down yardage for Gillen, who will push his way down near the Strath Haven 41-yard line and move the sticks for another first down. Gain of 15 on the play to Gillen, who's been awfully busy tonight. 6 catches for 56 yards.
And Haven has not had an answer to Marple Newtown's passing attack. Just nothing. You know, they certainly are making quick tackles. There's no breakaway, but, you know, this is death by 1,000 cuts.
At the moment, Panthers have made a couple of big stops in the red zone tonight. That, frankly, has been the difference in the game. Marple Newtown now outgaining Strath Haven 221 to 209, but still trail where it counts on the scoreboard. Motion man to the near side. Give up the middle and going for a couple and not much else is Brian Box to the 41. Or to the 40, rather. 39, okay. Forward progress, I guess, gives him 2. Second down and 8 upcoming. Box has been held in check, knock on wood if you're a Panther fan. 12 carries for just 28 yards. Clock ticks. 9:14 and counting to play here in the fourth. 4-down territory for sure for the Tigers. Panther defense needs a stop, a tackle for loss, a sack, a turnover, who knows what. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Panthers nearly jump, give inside as the box, and he'll get a couple more off that right side. Not much doing there. Did you get a flag? No, no flag on the play. Jai Curtis off that left edge nearly jumped, but flinched but didn't jump forward apparently. Gain of just 2 for box. It'll be 3rd down and 6. So good patience here from Marple Newtown as well. This is where...
Yeah, but I'm a little surprised they're continuing to go with the ground attack, but, because they're, of course, time is on their side. It's 8.5 minutes, and all they need to do is get a score and a 2-point conversion and take the lead. And so far, Haven hasn't shown anything in the second half because they've only had the ball for 3 downs.
Panthers have probably negative net yards in the second half after a couple of horrendous penalties on their first drive. But here, the defense needs a play. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Bertolini. On 3rd down and 6. Back to pass, looking, has time. Over the middle he goes. It's Gillen who's on the hash mark and 1st down yardage. And the senior number 13 is stretching his way to the Panther 18. And boy, has he been hot in the second half. That's 7 catches for Alex Gillen. And the Panther defense bending once again after a gain of 20. Bertolini piling up some numbers now. 15 of 22 for 170. He's in the gun once again. Give inside. This is Wolski going next to nowhere. Henry and Kaufman on the stop at the 15. Still give him probably 2.
Yep.
And 2nd down and 8. So this is where the Panthers may need to, if they get a stop here, think about dialing up some pressure again. Bertolini's had time to throw it and has been awfully effective here in the second half especially. 7:12 and counting to play here in the 4th. Panthers clinging to a 7-point lead. Trips to the near side, single receiver to the far side, and now perhaps changing the play. They shift Vince Abitangelo tight to the formation to the left. Play clock ticking down. Bertolini back to pass. Looks, steps up, fires, end zone, has a man out there, and it is caught. But was he in? Yes! Caught for a touchdown on that far side. It's DeFrucio down the seam, caught it about 9 yards deep, and Ben Milligan a little worse for the wear getting up. And now the Tigers a chance to tie or take the lead. 20-19 is where we stand. What a second half here for the Marple offense, but really the key's been the Marple defense. Panthers forced, 2 3 and outs basically. And now for the extra point and a chance to tie it, Josh McMenamin. The senior spot, kick, long enough, good. 20-20 is where we stand midway through the 4th quarter. Hang on to your hats, folks. We've got a wild one right here on havenfootball.net. Be back.
Selling or buying a home is serious business, and for serious business, the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to 4th quarter action. It's been all Marple Newtown since halftime. We are tied at 20 with 6:45 to go here in regulation. The Panthers trying to get their 11th man on the field. Boy, this has been a sloppy second half here. They've got to be careful not to give up an onside kick or something at this rate. It's gone from bad to worse here early in the 4th quarter, and there is a little squib kick. It's going to take a hop, and good hop fielded nicely there on that far side by Ryan Henry, who stretches out to the 40-yard line, and the Panthers take over with good field position, now in a tie football game, 20-20. So, that's really been the story. We mentioned at halftime, Panthers were up to, 100 and, nearly 200 yards of offense. Right now they have 209. They've gotten next to nothing going offensively here in the second half. Now, can they put together yet another 4th quarter drive? They've done it all season long. They need to do it one more time here, facing a 10-man front here for Marple Newtown. Give is to Shane Green. Straight ahead he goes, pushing his way out to the 45. Gain of 4 on first down. That's one way to do it. Not bad right there.
Yeah, they opened up the line, but the secondary, that stack of 10 is really shutting down any big runs, not allowing much of any kind of distance for the running backs to break out for.
At this rate, they don't need big.
No.
Take your time, 3-4 yards at a time, but easier said than done here against a stiff Marple front. Rolling to his right is Kitchen, looking, firing to the flat, has a man out there, it's Green, midfield, 45-40, and that's how you shake it up on against the defense here. Attack the flats, sent 2 men deep in the pattern, and Shane Green hauls it in down to the Tiger 38-yard line. Beautifully done. Gain of 17 for the Panthers on the first completion of the night in the pass game. So new life here for Strath Haven. 5:45 and counting to play here in the fourth quarter. Knotted at 20. Motion man is Fisher. It's Green off the right side. Nothing doing. Just no push that time as Jake McGowan stands his ground and got some help from Jason Bennett as well. Green for a yard. Brings up second down. Shane Green, 14 carries, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Well under his average, so the Tigers doing a good job against the fullback tonight. Second down and 9. Kitchen under center. It's Green one more time. Well, he's into the secondary. They were doing well against the fullback, but excellent job that time. James Fisher leading the way through the hole, and Green down to the 26-yard line.
And he really did lead him through the hole. I mean, there wasn't much there. They had really sealed off the blocks. He took out either a linebacker or a safety possibly, but really it was a nice, clean alley to run up.
Gain of 11 more for Green, and the Panther offensive line needs to assert itself here. 4:45 to go here in the fourth. Green one more time. Straight ahead he goes and tripped up nicely by DeFrucio, who is flying up from the defensive backfield. He is reading run and coming up hard. Might be a chance for the Panthers for a play fake and hit something in the flat to that side. DeFrucio, terrific baseball player as well. Gain of 3 on the play for Green brings up second down and 7. Clock at 4:10 and counting here in the fourth. They shift, wing to the left is Fisher, give off the left side. This is Kaufman running straight up and then pushes his way down near the 20. Good second effort there from the senior, Marco Kaufman. Will take the Panthers to a third down and maybe 4.
What?
All right, it's going to be one little bit at a time here and there. So it seems for now. All right, 3:40 and counting to go here in the fourth. Panthers with a big third down and 4. Play fake, Kitchen going to sweep to the near side and runs into 4 white jerseys, just nothing doing. Just completely outnumbered. Coach Clancy frustrated with the execution there as the Tigers
and he lost a lot
sniffed
of yards.
it out, and you're going to go backwards and turn this into fourth down and about 8 here.
Yep.
Loss on the play. So 3:10, 3:09 and counting to play. Panther offense, what can they drum up with 3:03 and counting to go? Outside of field goal range, we're knotted at 20, and the Panthers now 4th down and 8. 2 tight ends. Miller to the right, Gustafson to the left. Wing to the left is Fisher. Wing to the right, Kaufman on 4th and 8. Kaufman, they go counter crisscross, looking for room. This is Fisher, and he's going to be shy of the first down. Plays worked well all night, but not to the tune of the 8 yards they needed there. Pick up 5, and Marple's offense takes over. 2:43 to go in regulation, and the Panther defense needs the biggest stop of the season right here.
Boy, no doubt about that. This is going to be it right here, and they desperately need a turnover.
Desperately indeed. And that turnover for the Panthers in the third quarter set up Marple with a short field. They cashed in from the 12-yard line. And that, that's a big turning point.
We're going to see what our safeties and corners are made of here.
All right, Bertolini in shotgun formation here, box on his left hip. on first down. Give inside. This is Box for a few. Out across the 20 to about the 21, maybe 22. Gain of about 4. Brian Box picks up a few before Shane Green makes the stop. Second down and about 6. Box 14 carries for just 34 yards. Clock ticks. 2:22 and counting to play here in the fourth. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. And Coach Gicking will no, you've got an official's timeout as you've got James Fisher on the ground here. So they'll tend to Fisher. We'll take a short timeout and take a break with them. All right, 2+ minutes to go here in regulation. And, you know what? We might have to keep it right here. Fisher's walking off under his own power. This might be a very quick turnaround here. Panther defense heading right back onto the field. Marple Newtown offense was second down and 6. And timeout is over. They're bringing the kids back out to continue. All right. So Fisher checks out of the game. Checking in for him, number 29, Nate Lynn. So Lynn in at strong safety for at least this play, while Fisher getting worked on this near sideline. All right, here we go. 2:14, 2:13 and counting to play here in regulation. Tigers with a second down and 6. Bertolini under center, or in the shotgun rather. 3 wide receivers to his right. Back to pass, looking, firing to the flat. It is juggled and incomplete. It's a forward pass, I believe. Yeah, they should say forward pass, right? Not a lateral. Okay. Incomplete. Yeah, fans would have loved here for a backwards pass, but from our vantage point, look forward. And it's
most importantly,
third down and 6.
From the guys in stripes that look forward.
Yes.
So
all right.
That's the end of that conversation.
1:50 to go here in regulation. Third down and 6, Marple Newtown. And boy, if the Panthers defense ever needed a big play, it's right here. Can they get some pressure here? Can they knock the ball away? Can they get the football back perhaps and force a Tiger punt? Here we go. Third down and 6. Single receiver on the near side. They go right up the middle. Lots of running room for Box, who's going to push his way across the 30 for first down yardage. Good read that time. They spread everything out. And lots of room off the left side. Box picks up a bunch to the 32. Clock continues to tick. 1:37, Marple in not a particular hurry just yet. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left after Box went for 10. Give one more time. This is Brian Box for a couple more. Second effort, and then you're going to get a flag. I think this is in the neighborhood of holding or a face mask. This is usually where it is. Nope, face mask. This is going to push Marple into very good field position out near midfield, I believe. Face mask against Strath after Box went for 2 more. And this is getting hairy here for the Panther defense. 1:22 to go here and now you're going to get a, what do we have here?
Well, they're trying to
they're moving the chains. Yeah, they okay. That's going to take a minute to get that fixed. All right. It was not a first down, and now you have to respot the chains. I think it was going to be in the neighborhood of, it shouldn't be a first down. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it looked like he got a gain of 3 or 4, maybe. I don't know.
Well, hopefully
they'll sort this out.
The ref tagged the chains at the yard marker, so
it looked like they had the spot of the foul marked at the 37. It was first and 10 from the 32. 5-yard gain out to the 37. Ball's now on the 42.
All right.
And it looks like it's second and 2, maybe. Second and a yard.
All right. Garnet Valley has gone final. They have knocked off Conestoga 27-14. Here, knotted at 20. Garnet was
second
just
and
one.
Second and 1.
Second and 1, right. Okay, so here we go. Short of the first down, even after the 5-yard penalty. Clock continues to run. 1:18 to go here in regulation. Back to pass Bertolini. Looking, stepping up in the pocket. Now in trouble here. Gustafson's got a hold of him momentarily, but he still has a completion. And across midfield, the Tigers in business there as Jukanovic makes the grab and steps out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Joey Yukanovich, his first catch of the evening, scored the winning goal in the Lacrosse State Final last spring. Now a big catch here on the football field as the Tigers in business, 1st and 10 at the Panther 43. Yukanovich gains 15 on that last one. Bertolini nearly sacked by Gustafson, but stepped away from it nicely. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bertolini back again, fires down the hash. It is complete on that on another hitch. Tackle made by Schuster immediately. Clock continues to tick. 58 seconds, 57 seconds. Tigers probably have some confidence in their field goal kicker, I would think, because they're in not a particular hurry, but still have 3 timeouts. Gain of about 5 on the play to DeFrucio. Give inside is to Brian Box. He's near first down yardage. Bounces outside. He's got a first down on that far sideline down near this Panther 26-yard line. Brian Box held in check almost the entirety of the game, and now this last drive, and look, the story of the night is the Panther off defense has been on the field almost the entire second half. A lot of hands on hips at this point.
Yep.
Some fatigue for sure. And now approaching the edge of field goal range with 35 seconds to go. Tigers can smell it now. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bertolini in the backfield. Takes the shotgun snap, has time, fires. He wants it all down the far sideline. It is incomplete. Incomplete. Out of bounds it falls, and the clock stops with 29 seconds to go here in regulation. 2nd down and 10. Dave Bertolini, 19 of 27, 18 of 27 for 205 yards, throwing it now.
Well, they almost have to keep throwing it to get, because I'm not too sure they're going to be able to, even passing it with short passes. There's really no option to run here. They do have timeouts, though. They can manage the clock.
All
that
3
way.
timeouts.
Yeah,
they can go anywhere on the field at this point. Run it, stay in the middle of the field, whatever it might be. Bertolini trying to get something on for this Tiger offense one more time. They fake it now. Quarterback draw. Up the middle he goes. He's got running room. Takes a slide at the 15-yard line. That's first down yardage for the Tigers senior. Gain of 11. Timeout. Marple Newtown with 24 ticks remaining on the clock. So, Panthers are going to need a big-time stop here if they don't want to share the Central League lead.
And
Garnet Valley has won, Springfield has won, and if Marple Newtown can put points on the board here, there's going to be a 4-way gridlock at the top of the Central League for at least another week.
And it also may threaten Haven's #1 spot in the district playoffs as well.
Potentially, yep. It'll be between them and Springfield. Of course, Marple Newtown, if they can beat Garnet Valley next week, Marple could run away with the 1 seed altogether. I mean, if they win out, if Marple Newtown wins tonight and next week and in week 10, Marple's going to end up as the #1 seed. So we will still have some football to play here with 24 seconds to go. Marple Newtown in field goal range. It'd be a 32-yarder from here, but they have 2 timeouts and a first down at the Strath Haven 15. My guess is you're looking to run the football and set up your kicker from wherever he feels most confident. Maybe the middle of the field, halfway between the hatches, or do you take your shot in the end zone here? Bertolini shifts Yukanovich to a wing left. Panthers show blitz. Here they come. Bertolini firing down the sideline. He's got a man out there, incomplete. DeFrucio well covered by Schuster as they took a shot to the end zone. It brings up 2nd down and 10. Just a 6-second came off the clock. 18 seconds to go now here in regulation, and what a game we've had here tonight.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Panthers have controlled the first half mightily. Second half, the offense has stalled tremendously. And again, Marple Newtown took advantage of 2 very short fields to get this game tied. And now, with a chance to take the lead here. 2nd down and 10. Bertolini from the 15-yard line, 3 receivers to his left. Milligan your free safety now in center field there. And now you've got a whistle pre-snap timeout, Marple Newtown. All right. Marple Newtown uses our second timeout. Coach Kicking wants to talk things over. We'll take a short timeout with him. Be back in 30 seconds. 18 seconds to go. Tigers at the edge of field goal range when we come back on havenfootball.net.
The Swarthmorean Weekly newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op or call 610-543-0900 for a mailed subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to high school football right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. The Panthers holding tenuously to that undefeated record as Marple Newtown at the edge of field goal range now. 18 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. We're knotted at 20, and the Tigers with the football at the Panther 15-yard line with just 18 ticks on the clock. Marple Newtown has held the Strath Haven offense in check in the second half. Panthers with only a couple of first downs the entire second half. Their defense has been on the field what seems to be an eternity since halftime. 2nd and 10 from the 15, Bertolini. Back to pass, looks, steps up, fires underneath, it's deflected and nearly intercepted. It was incomplete. Incomplete. Schuster tried to sell it, but it hit the turf on that far sideline. It might have been Jahai Curtis who got a fingertip on it. Didn't see on the replay.
I know
maybe.
If I can capture it. Let's see.
But incomplete it falls, on the Panthers so close to getting that turnover they needed. 14 seconds to go here.
No, I didn't get it.
And now, if you're Coach Gicking, my goodness, do you risk another pass after seeing that? You know, can you run the ball?
Well, unless he runs it for a touchdown, it just changes.
Well, you have, to me, it's third down. I would run the ball, get your kicker set up in the middle of the field, and try to get a field goal. And timeout here for Strath Haven. They'll burn their first timeout with 14 seconds to go, and let's keep it right here and talk strategy. Look, if it's me, I'm, you nearly had it. You nearly turned the ball over there on that pass play. If you're Marple Newtown, I'm running the ball off tackle to the left side. Get your guy tackled in the middle of the field. Let the clock run down to 5 seconds, and bring your kicker on the field.
Okay.
But that's me. We'll see what.
Strath Haven still has 2 timeouts. They run the ball off tackle here on third down. Strath Haven calls timeout.
Right.
As soon as that play ends.
Yeah. Right. But so you might get a kickoff from there. But I mean, you're looking at a 30-yard field goal if you even pick up 2 yards on this. So I'm guessing.
Well, plus it's a win-win because if you don't make the field goal, it's overtime. I mean, you get the play again. And Haven, of course, it's not a lose-lose, but it's a lose-win. If they make the field goal, it's over.
All right. What does Marple do here? 3rd and 10 from the 15-yard line. 2 wide receivers to either side. Bertolini in the gun. Motion man is Wolski. He's going to keep it himself. Draw to the near side. He's buried in the backfield. By Vince Hales. Hales drops him back at the 17. Clock tick is stopped with 10 seconds to go. 4th and long. And now, who called timeout? Coach Kicking is waiting for 3 seconds, 2 seconds. All right, and there it is. Okay. They were wondering why the clock stopped. Okay, timeout Marple Newtown with 2 seconds remaining on the game clock, and they will line up for what will likely be about a 29 or 30-yard field goal to win the game and put themselves in at least a tie for the Central League lead. Wow.
Wow is right. They missed an extra point earlier in the game.
True.
As did Haven.
Yep, that's right.
Both missed extra points, though, were to the other end of the field.
Right.
So number 20, it looks like it'll be number 28, Josh McMenamin, the senior, 5'8", 150-pounder, who will come out to kick it away. And can the Panthers get a push up front? Or can you get Jai Curtis in the mix there with at 6'4", in the middle of the defense and get the long arms up in the air.
Do they do a little bit of a hard count, see if they can draw off the Panthers, get a little closer?
It wouldn't hurt. All right, here we go. For the win, McMenamin will try it from 35. And then timeout first. Timeout Strathaven to let him think about it just a little bit longer. And you're right, Mike. They have to be careful not to jump off sides and give him a free 5 here.
Right.
Panthers will be coming in hot to try to block it, but a hard count or you go on 2 or something like that. We've seen other teams in the Central League, namely Springfield, they seem to get it once a game where they'll, in extra point circumstances, get a hard count and suddenly we'll say, yeah, we'll go for 2 instead of 1 on an extra point.
Right.
Here, not seeming to be an option. It's 4th down. It's field goal time. I don't think anybody's putting the offense back on the field here for any reason, unless the field goal is no good and we're going to overtime. But in the meantime, Strathaven trying to avoid their first loss of the season. Marple looking for their first win over Strathaven since 2020, that shortened season. 2 seconds on the game clock. Barring a defensive penalty, you're looking at the final play of regulation and a 34-yard attempt from the senior, Josh McMenamin. On 4th down, ball spotted, kick is away. It is plenty long enough, and it is good. Marple Newtown will walk it off. And the Panthers suffer their first loss of the season. McMenamin good for the 34. And we have a logjam atop the Central League. Well, Panthers did not want to share the Central League title, but they will be in a position to do just that with a win next week over Haverford. But, hey, they're probably feeling good in Springfield. You're probably feeling good in Garnet Valley.
Yep.
Although Garnet Valley and Marple Newtown, play each other next week. The winner of that one will have a chance to share the Central League title. The loser of that one will fall a game behind and out of the mix. So Strathaven, look, you're up 20-6 at halftime. Second half obviously did not go your way.
Nope.
Giving up 17 unanswered. But those are the breaks, and these are teams that you may run into come playoff time and need to do just a little bit better.
They were a passing team. Everybody knew they were a passing team. Haven had a strategy for that. It obviously did not work. Marple was able to find receivers almost at will. There wasn't much that could be that Haven was able to do about it. And, of course, Marple came back in the second half and played their game. And Haven could not get anything started. First of all, they hardly had the ball.
Right. I mean, that's the key to the game, really, is the Strathaven offense getting next to no yardage in that second half. I mean, it was painful, 3 and out to start things and really backwards. The fumble at their own 12-yard line gave Marple, even after Marple marches down, Strathaven gets a stop at the 10-yard line and then turn it over. So, again, Strathaven will go back to the drawing board here and say, look, we gifted this one in some ways. But that takes nothing away from Marple Newtown, who piled up 205 yards in the passing game. Panthers kept their run game in check by and large. But some key 4th down conversions from Dave Bertolini. He's your star of the game tonight, throwing it. And, again, not eye-popping stats on the ground, but the runs he did have were big. They converted first downs, and Strathaven will fall to 7-1, their first blemish on the regular season chart here. So we'll take a short time out, be back for a quick wrap-up, talk about what we're doing next Friday night, and a whole lot more. Stick with us. Be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Looking to start an exciting career in the healthcare field? Then Keystone Quality Transport is looking for you. Keystone Quality Transport, the region's premier non-emergency medical transportation company, offers a full scholarship into a comprehensive emergency medical technician certification program. Would you like to obtain a National Registry Emergency Medical Technician certification and earn $20 per hour to start? Send an email to hr@kqthealth.com. Start your rewarding healthcare career today.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to High School Football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Strathaven falls to Marple Newtown on a walk-off 34-yard field goal, 23-20. Panthers taste defeat for the first time here in 2023. Now, if you're a Panther fan, you say, look, you got to bounce back next week. A win next week will give them a share of the Central League title. You might be sharing it with Springfield. You might be sharing it with the winner of Marple, Newtown, Garnet Valley. There's a whole lot of possibilities, frankly. But, Strath Haven with Haverford remaining on the schedule, this is the way it goes. And then a non-league game in Week 10 with Harry S. Truman. Strath Haven just, win, and you're sharing the Central League title for the second year in a row. You'd have to feel good about that in the long run. Right. In the short term, Mike, this one's going to sting.
Oh, this hurts. This hurts because you had the game won in the first half and gave it away with some terrible mistakes, penalties, fumbles. I mean, again, Marple took advantage of what they could, and then, the last drive, Haven had every opportunity to put it into overtime. They could not control Marple Newtown. They could not control the passing game. They got them close enough so they kick a field goal, and it was clean and perfect. And, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, and so you live by mistakes and you die by those mistakes. And Haven has had these kind of mistakes, but has managed to pull these games out. But tonight, it caught up with them. And, we expressed that at the beginning of the game, that they can't keep making mistakes like this and expect to keep winning games. So good for Marple Newtown. They got their heads handed to them in the first half, really were dominated, and came back and figured a way to win this game. And most importantly, control Haven on their offense. I mean, Haven had a few nice runs, but really couldn't do much consistently. Haven, if we look at time of possession, do we have time of possession up here? It'll be on the stats.
Yeah, it's 27 and change for Marple Newtown, 20 for Strath
Yeah,
Haven.
which is basically all second half because it was within a minute of each other in the first half. So that's how dominant Marple Newtown was in ball control. And, you don't win ball games when you can't get the ball.
Well, Panthers will try to turn it around next Friday night right here at home against Haverford. And Haverford is a bit of a mystery, you have to say. On paper, you look and say, my goodness, that's a one-win team. And then you look at the nature of their games. They lost to Garnet Valley by a point on a missed extra point. That's a team that could give teams some trouble. So the Panthers can't take anything lightly from here on out to try to rebuild momentum in the to go into the District 1 playoffs. Panthers are all but assured of at least one home playoff game, but boy, wouldn't they like the Central League title, or a piece of it at least, next week, and certainly a top 3 type seed. So there are no remaining teams undefeated in 5A this year. That Panthers were the last team standing unblemished. That ended tonight with Marple Newtown walking it off with a 17 unanswered points in the second half. 23-20 is your final. Thanks again to Mike Clancy for the camera upstairs. Tony Jester downstairs, fantastic with the sideline camera. Andrew Kaufman, thanks in advance for all the stat work and everything else that's coming in the days ahead. Check out the website in these days ahead, as Mike Mayer will do play of the game and a whole lot more of just, everything on the website in the next few days. We'll come back next Friday night, home game with Haverford to wrap up the Central League season. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff as the Panthers try to secure a share of the Central League title for the second year in a row. One more time, Marple Newtown 23, Strath Haven 20. Brian Carroll signing off. Good night, everybody, and great football.
This internet broadcast has been a production of HavenFootball.net Incorporated. All rights are reserved. Thanks for watching and good night.